Leaves, these deals won't last long. Get into Wolf GMC Buick now.
Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy.
This month in Sports History Moment is brought to you by Discount Diesel Parts.
On October 24th, 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays won the first of their 2 World Series titles in franchise history, and the first team from Canada to ever win a championship in Major League Baseball. The Jays won the series against the Atlanta Braves 4-2. They would win the clinching Game 6 in the extra innings 4-3 off a ground-out bunt attempt.
Hi, folks. This is Big Al from Discount Diesel Parts. With over 70 years' experience, Interstate McBee is a leader in the heavy-duty diesel engine parts industry. And as an authorized dealer for over 20 years, we've been serving customers with those high-quality parts. Gasket kits, water and oil pumps, turbos, fuel injectors, heads, in-frame kits, and at a great price, too. Reach us at discountdiesel.ca and know that Discount Diesel's got the parts to get it done.
Sports 1440, Stingray radio station. The KJR broadcasts from West Edmonton Mall and Wetaskiwin.
Download the free Stingray music app and listen wherever you go.
Have your sports curiosity cured.
Jones in Game 5 with a fastball that's hit in the air to deep left field. Call to the track. On the first pitch of Game 5. David Schneider in the George Springer shoes and doing a great impression. How about that? Ready for a first pitch fastball and ambush to start Game 5 of the game.
A veteran of the sports reporting game for over 25 years.
Big splits the defense. The floater in the paint. Austin Reeves does it again.
Breaking down Edmonton's favorite teams.
From the very first pitch, and now Vlad Jr. hooks the ball down the left field line. Touchdown, Game 5. 3 pitches in, 2-0 Toronto. Wow.
This is Sports 1440 and the Kevin Karius Show.
All right, here we go for Sol 532, Friday, October the 31st. Happy Halloween. It's a spectacular edition of the Kevin Karius Show, the weekend exclusive. Clicker into Chanel. Make it fast break at 11 o'clock. I know a lot of our it's too long, it's hard to talk, but because it's Halloween, we had a lot of people texting. And so what is that you're owed to me now, Eddie Steele? Calling me a clown?
I'm you, KK.
Okay.
I'm you this morning.
I was going to dress up as Eddie Steele, but I didn't want to. I wasn't sure if I would go down that road, but I decided to go.
Didn't have enough paint?
No. Well, you know what I thought about doing? Like I obviously had to get the skull cap, right? Which is no big deal.
Some skull cap,
yeah.
a little.
So for our listeners
paint
on the radio right now that can't see or streaming, you might be watching us on YouTube X or whatever. I had a lot of texts over the week. What are you going to dress up as? So I kind of got the braces a little bit. Are they shiny, Eddie?
Oh, they're flashing.
Yeah.
But Sammy's fresh tooth now.
I know he is. So anyway, I decided to go as our good buddy Sam Wilness, our intern here at Sports 1440, who I didn't know
The hair.
was going to be not on the morning show this Friday and yesterday. I just assumed he was going to be. So I decided to go as Sam Wellness, an ode to Sam.
I love the hair.
And now you put a red nose on, and now you're like,
you're the clown.
I'm the clown. But I was going to go as Eddie Steele, and I thought about how I was going to do the costume. I just didn't have time. And this thing is hot and itchy. And Sam had the toque on yesterday. Donnie Paulson, bring in Donnie here. He had the toque on yesterday with the good luck. And I said to him, what did I say yesterday? Sam, leave that toque here. I might need it. It's cold in the studio. I don't think he caught on.
No, he didn't. That would have been awesome.
Anyway, Sam had braces when he came here. And it's not exactly an easy
fighting it.
Yeah,
fighting it.
You put a bunch of tinfoil in your mouth, Eddie.
Yeah, no, thank you.
They're molded too. Anyway,
I love you, KK.
yeah,
You're the man.
I love yours too, Eddie, but it's just a little hot in here to continue. Josh, you got enough to put on the social media thing? You got to send it to Sam and everything. I know I was talking to Gregor last night in the press box, and he said, like I said, are you going to dress up as? And he goes, I don't know. I said, he goes, what about you? I said, I'll keep it a surprise. So, Sam, this one's for you, baby. And even a nice little coat that Sam brings in and wears all the time, you know. Anyway,
I love it, KK.
She is hot. She is hot.
I knew you would show up.
Oh,
I knew you'd show up.
And I got to get rid of these.
There we go. Ooh, that hair. Yes, that hair.
Oh,
give your mouth a nice little wipe here. That tinfoil caught some spit on the way out.
Spit,
there
blood
we go.
probably in the inside.
There we go. You're back, KK. That hair ain't meant for TV this morning. Woo.
Well, I could always wear my. How's this, Eddie?
Yes, wear that.
Yeah,
wear
it's
that.
too hot too.
Wear that. So everybody's favorite player, Bush, huh?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
boy.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. We got tons to digest here. Good morning. Welcome to the Kevin Carey Show on Sports 1440. You can watch us on YouTube as well on your drive right now. Sorry you couldn't see this on your morning drive, but hey, it's Halloween, and that's what kind of happens on radio. Drop us a like, a subscription on YouTube. We would love that. We're streaming on all the platforms and all the podcasts that it turns into. We don't have to go through that every day, but you know where to find us. Anyway, you've heard him before. And Eddie Steele, our co-host on Mondays from 7 to 9, and he brought it up. Evan Bouchard last night, and the rest of the team in the third period was bad, and they lose to the New York Rangers 4-3. It was, as I said, over at K97, a nightmare on 104th Avenue, just for our Halloween theme. And I'm sure Donnie P, I know he did the post-game show last night. He's got all the, like the doo-doo-doo, like all the stuff, the Halloween music ready for today, the Monster Mash, you know, that goes without saying, right? You going to sing the Monster Mash today?
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
But I'm looking forward to it. If it's not locked and loaded, it better be at 8:40.
Yes, it better. Anyway, I mean, I was at the game last night, and it's 3-1 after 40, and you lose a game like that. It's simply put, it's unacceptable. So I don't know. Let me regroup here, Eddie, and
out efforted in the third, or what? What do you think?
Well, no. Okay,
a lot of turnovers. We know that.
The turnovers are the big thing. Yesterday, one of the main things that we talked about on the program yesterday, Eddie, was with the Toronto Blue Jays. They don't beat themselves. Josh looked it up on the last time they made an error, game 2 against Seattle. How did the Dodgers give away runs in game number?
Errors.
Yeah. Well, errors, wild pitches, everything.
Wild pitches. Well, I consider that errors.
Misplays.
Yeah.
What did they do when they won that 18-inning game? They executed perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's about execution, and it's about that, but it's about the will. Like, who did the Oilers lose to last night? Johnny Brodzinski, Taylor Radish, Braden Schneider. Okay, yes, JT Miller scores in overtime. But these are guys, I mean, the first one is obviously a total giveaway by Bush.
Terrible.
On the long cross ice pass along the blue line. And Brodzinski makes, you know, a nice move to score.
Yeah, that's a good finish. That first one, first turnover by Bush, it really reminded me of a quarterback who's throwing that wide out, and you can see it coming a mile away where the DB just can step up and pick it off and take it to the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what it was.
It's funny. There was he did another one in that first period, and you could hear someone on the ice yell out Bush, like it was like someone on the Rangers yelling out. Like you know how you do it in rec hockey?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
In beer league hockey, and you yell, and you know, you even know the guy's name.
And he did it.
Eddie.
You heard him, and then that was one of the turnovers.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
You know, so that's where they're thinking about where this guy is, and he has zero confidence. -3 last night. So to me, though, and I had written it down before Knobloch did his newser last night as a Vail. The game changed. The game changed right after the Oilers had that power play in the third period, and they were abysmal. They stunk. It was a terrible power play. and it's funny. So the first unit went out earlier before, and it's too bad we're not talking about Matt Savoy yet. Scores his first goal, St. Albert product. I mean, but anyway, that power play in the third, 0, and gave all the momentum. They had 2 2-on-1s.
Exactly. New York had more opportunity.
It was just
sloppy,
unbearable.
Man. Yeah, sloppy.
So
the thing with a lot of the turnovers too, it's all coming from the perimeter, and that's just a refuse. They want to be so cute, make these fancy passes through everybody, and that refusal again go to the net. And look at where Matt Savoy scores from.
Exactly.
That's where it happens.
That one time we talked about the Montreal game, they scored the last 4 goals within a foot of the paint.
Yeah, that's where it happens.
These are fundamental things like that. Let's go back even to the second goal. To me, the second goal is way more egregious than what happened on 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake Wallman in the neutral zone, what he did there, that, again, you got a 3-1 lead.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Can't do it.
The 3-2 goal, and that's Bouchard trying to clear the puck. You got to get it out.
What do you think of giving Bouchard a little bit of the nurse treatment and sit him down?
So, and again, it wasn't really, and again, that happened to Darnell Nurse, and he
look at the bounce back.
Yeah. So sit him.
Why not?
I'm not saying take him out of the lineup.
No.
Sit him,
but staple him to the bench for a bit, a few shifts at least, bare minimum.
Sit him.
And then in some of the post-game comments, I believe, not verbatim here, but he essentially says, got to cut the turnovers out of his game. I got to play harder. And turnovers this isn't a playing harder thing, man. This is, unless you can play harder with your mental
smarter.
Ooh, there we go.
So, and then the fourth goal in overtime, what that is, Eddie, it's a switch. That's what you call it. You see switches all the time. In fact, 2 days prior, the Oilers were doing a drill with 2 nets in the same end where you have to be able to switch your coverage. And this was a switch on the rush. So Leon Draisaitl, first of all, he's not aware in the neutral zone that Miller's coming at him because Leon's thinking offense. He's not thinking defense. So it's on Leon until Miller blows by him and has the angle. At that point, it's got to be, hey, switch. Leon moves over to where Bouchard is, and Bouchard's got to fill that lane. That's awareness, and it's simple fundamentals.
Again, sorry with my crazy analogies here, but that last one, I talked about football earlier in that interception.
There you go.
That last one, you know what it reminded me of? The way those defenders played that? It reminded me of a magnet when you try and stick the 2 opposite sides together and you just can't. The way they both pulled away from the puck and the goaltender and just the area where the man was taking it to the net. Yeah. Terrible.
Well,
terrible.
I got him, you got him. You got him, I got him.
It's like they both just pulled off. They were allergic to it.
Text 833-401-1440. As you can imagine, the text line is heating up with a lot. We'll get to that as the morning progresses. We're going to talk hockey for a good part of it. We got the Jays tonight.
Can't wait.
I wanted to wrap up the week with you, Eddie, with a little double E, because we had Chris Morris on with you and I on Monday. We had Ed Hervey on yesterday, which was great. I don't know if you caught any bit of that. Yeah,
of course.
The one
thing, out to St. Paul.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. And then we're going to wrap it up with Aaron Grimes. And thanks to Michael Acuri for lining all that up. We were trying to get Tyrell Ford, and he said Tyrell was on his way out east. But there were 4 Elks in the press box last night. One of them was Mechie because he was in the boot. But I thought, and I didn't it wasn't like I was going right up to look who they were. But it was either Tyrell or Trey, one of the two, because I was along.
Most likely not Trey.
Yeah, well, I don't, but it could have been Tyrell at the. I don't know.
You never know.
I couldn't see.
I did cut you off though. You were talking about Ed, and you said the one thing. I don't know if you can remember that thought where you were going.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Cody Fajardo. Is he to me, after hearing Ed, it wouldn't surprise me if Cody Fajardo retires from the CFL.
Yeah, that kind of hit home to me too.
Well,
we'll see.
So that changes.
I wouldn't think so, but we'll see.
Yeah. Coming up 34, Eddie, you got your health. You got your health, and you know how spiritual he is.
Yep. And what you guys did say about him is very true. There's more outside of life than just football for Cody, which I wish more players could see it from that lens because that's a healthy lens.
Precisely. So we'll talk that. Jays, we got football, a ton to cover. Again, Aaron Grimes will be with us right after the break. Also coming up on the show, Mark Spector will really get into the Oilers. If you haven't read Spec's column, it's getting a lot of hits today and a lot of people talking, but it's all true. There's not like that's the thing. I how I've always been is you give praise when it's warranted and you have to give criticism when it's warranted. And right now that was a game where you have to be criticized. So
out of the whatever it is, 18, 19 million tied up Bush and Nurse, which one's worse?
Well, Nurse was really good last week.
I know, but he had to get his butt stapled just the game before.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Nurse guy. But
we've got again Spec at 8. Michael Grange, is that a confirmation? Donnie's nodding his head. Donnie P. Michael Grange, we'll talk a little Raptors. What is this? The what do you call it? The Emirates Classic, Emirates Cup that starts tonight or tomorrow or tonight. You love it too, don't you? He's just Josh loves it. Donnie loves it. They all love it. Yeah,
I hate it.
Josh Fenwick loves it. He's just saying that. He's just saying that.
What's this, another
in-season tournament is dumb.
He loves it. He loves it. Gene Principe. Oh, Donnie's really making me work. I know Donnie worked late last night, but he's really making a guy work on a Halloween. Come on, Donnie. You didn't even brought any treats in today.
Hey, you can give it to me about it, but last night was a that was an interesting time. I'll tell you that for free. There was it was Evan Bouchard Central night. It was a bloodbath.
What was the post like?
Evan Bouchard just got dragged through the mud the entire show, and we didn't even really. We tried to steer it away to Matt Savoy's first goal and excitement for Matt Savoy, and then every single text after that was Evan Bouchard, bench him, get him off. And it was, listen, he earned it. He earned the benching. Obviously didn't really happen, but like that was, it was a fun one. We had a lot to talk about, but if you're Evan Bouchard, like, yes, you guys are right. He has to play smarter, and it's just simply from the Oilers team. They just fell back onto their heels last night, and it wasn't good enough.
When we come back, we'll talk football for just a few minutes because we want to put a bow on the Elks season with Aaron Grimes and Eddie. We'll bust down the Oilers a lot more in 740, the Blue Jays as well. That's all coming up on the Kevin Karius Show with Eddie Steele. We got Donnie P, Josh Fenwick in the house as well on Sports 1440, presented by Sports Select. We're also streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Weekly NFL giveaways, great specials, huge screen TVs. The hits keep coming at First Round, Edmonton's NFL headquarters. Watch NFL football at First Round, and you could win a trip to your favorite NFL city for a regular season game next season. Catch NFL action Thursday nights, all day Sunday, starting with the Pro Bowl brunch from 10:30 to 2. Then Monday night with half-price boneless wings after 6 p.m. First Round, burgers, beer, sports. Downtown and Bourbon Street, West Edmonton Mall.
You've probably heard the term supply and demand. Something is needed and someone supplies it. We're GS Construction, and we're in the supply and demand business with you. Edmonton and the surrounding area continue to grow. Infrastructure has to be continually replaced and upgraded to keep up with demand. You see it with new buildings and new roads, but what about below ground, where all sorts of pipes bring you water and take wastewater away? That's where we come in. For more on what we do, go to gsconstruction.ca.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. I'm super excited to tell you today that we have fed over 250 families so far with our Feed 500 Families event. With that said, we are still short of our goal. We have decided to continue this on through to the end of October. With your help and your support, we can get this done. Please stop in and see us today. 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
Edmonton's go-to station for all things sports is Sports 1440.
From Low Tide to Kevin Karius and Jason Greger, we deliver the latest on your favorite teams.
Tune in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week
to Sports 1440.
Getting in on the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
For all things golf carts, it's the Golf Cart People. Their certified techs provide expert service from maintenance to custom upgrades. Customers can explore the sales floor for new and used Club Car, Yamaha, and E-Z-Go models. The Golf Cart People stock a wide variety of parts and accessories to keep every ride in top shape and offer convenient rentals for tournaments, weddings, and festivals. Trusted for sales, service, parts, accessories, and rentals since 1997. Visit the Golf Cart People at golfcartpeople.com, your complete golf cart solution.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready to deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
This is the Kevin Karius Show of Sports 1440, a proud presentation of Sports Select.
In store or online at sportselect.com. Please play responsibly.
Come on now, Eddie. It was a graveyard smash.
You're waiting on me, huh? I'm
Well,
too busy in my head, man. That thing just brings me back to like grade 2, grade 3.
It has to be the number one Halloween song of all time. I don't know. Maybe if there's another one, send it our way. Do you think there's a better Halloween song than the Monster Mash? I mean,
it's total school party right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. 833-401-1440. Or if you've got the scariest Halloween movie, what is it? What is it? Time now for the game of the day, brought to you by St. Albert Dodge, where the biggest sale of the year is on right now for the 2025 Jeep Compass. It's a Jeep. It's a 4x4. It includes the 8.4-inch touchscreen. It's got the keyless entry. It starts at $34,900, only at stalbertdodge.com. As we welcome back Aaron Grimes, Double E defensive backs coach to the show. Morning. Aaron, you're with Kevin Karius and your old buddy Eddie Steele. Thanks for jumping on Sports 1440 this morning. Really appreciate it.
No doubt. Thank you guys for having me again.
Well, I was going to dress up as Eddie for Halloween, and I was going to find like the tightest T-shirt that I could find, and I was going to write Eddie 85 on it for his golf. But then I was going to get like the like the pantyhose or the nylon pantyhose and just stuff them with all the rags, and then get them coming out of my arms, like my arms hanging out like with the big guns. Hey, what do you think of that? What do you think of that, Aaron?
I think that's the only way to really sell it right there, is to have the big SpongeBob puffed up arms.
Yeah. Hey, AG, the only reason he didn't is because he couldn't find enough black paint.
I don't think I would have done that. But.
Yeah, Cake. He would have went full blackface.
No way. I would have got a scalp.
That's scary. Hey, don't act like you haven't done it before, pal.
Stop it.
I know you've done blackface before, buddy. I know you. You can't even talk, AG. It's the truth.
These guys are they're teaming up on me. They're ganging up on me. But you got kids, right? Or what are they going to dress up as tonight?
We've got Squints and Wendy Peppercorn in the kitchen right now, actually, from the Sandlot.
From the Oh, okay.
Nice.
And Eddie, what are your kids dressing up?
Jackson Sonic. Sophia is Sleeping Beauty.
Ooh, there you go.
I got a costume for later too.
Oh, Shrek.
No.
What is it?
I'm a doctor.
A doctor?
Yeah, I got my scrubs. I actually look pretty jacked in that scrubs outfit. I was telling Stephanie, boy, I would be a nasty nurse over there, boy. Can keep the patients off of me if I was a nurse.
Oh, man.
Did you get the extra medium or did you get?
No, I actually, the only reason I got that one is because on the outside it says plus size. So I figured that'd be one of the only ones that would fit me.
That's a good catch.
Oh, man. So how's the kind of the end of the aftermath part of the season been going for you? Like, I'm sure like when you were a player, AG, you had the exit meetings and stuff, and now you're part of that and still kind of assessing things from the year and then looking forward to the off season and what you have to evaluate. And that's always a continuing process, but maybe just touch on that and what it's been like for you as a first time kind of defensive back coach here with the club.
Yeah, no, for sure. It certainly is a little different sitting on this side of the exit meetings. But they were awesome. I don't know how else, and that's not me sugarcoating it.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people seeing the progress that was being made. The players certainly felt it. They were the ones obviously putting it out on the field every week. So the exit interviews were encouraging. People want to be back. People are excited for where we were finally getting to, and the foundation that was being laid. We created an environment all year that was open communication, so when we asked, or I know when I asked, I can speak for myself for some feedback back as well, because we can all get better. It was all good feedback. Right. Mm-hmm. And so, and then you see like Tyrell Ford gets another year on his contract. Right. I think that's a huge indication of, the feeling in the locker room, and it feels different than it has the last couple of years. And it feels like we, although we lost and we didn't make the playoffs, believe it or not, it feels like there's momentum and some excitement going into next year already.
We're talking with the Elks defensive back coach, Aaron Grimes. Now, AG, there's no denying and I saw you a few weeks back in an event and I said this to you. I just want to hear what went into the change in the defense from the first 6 weeks in the progression that you mentioned earlier throughout the course of the season to how you guys finished, because there's no denying you guys started off pretty leaky back there in the secondary, but boy, oh boy, did you finish so strong, not only just with tight coverage, tight tackling, but then creating turnovers. What went into just the chemistry, the meshing of the players, especially in that unit that you coached this year?
I think the biggest thing, Eddie, and we talked about this last time I was on a show, time went into it. Like, you can't cheat the process. If you're going to build something that's meant to last, you got to go through those hardships. You got to figure out what works and what doesn't. And I think that it was on both sides, both me as a coach, learning my way, learning my foundation, how I like, to get my point across, learning the players, and how individually, how it is in that locker room, Eddie, like everybody takes coaching a little different. And when there's 13 DBs in the room, you got to find out how to relate to 13 different personalities. And then on their end, them believing in that process, building their trust. They can now trust Coach AG outside of player AG and know that I'm going to do my best to put them in a spot to make the play. And if I do put them in a bad spot, they're going to have my back. And then if they give up a play, they're going to come to the sideline and they're not going to get cussed out, because I'm just trying to find a way to make the next play to give us the best chance. And that just took time. It really didn't. I know we talked about that last time. And I get passionate speaking about it because
I hear it, AG. I'm looking at Kevin. He's not looking up at me, but AG, honestly, I feel the passion, bro. I feel it.
You got to get those reps together, man. You got to spend the time. You got to earn the trust. You got to build that relationship so that those guys want to play for you. They got to know that they can trust you. And then you, myself, the coach, has to find ways and just keep getting after how can I put them in a better spot. And I would reach out to old coaches and I would ask JC and some other veteran coaches on the staff, hey, I need help with this situation. Like, I got to put them in a better, just things like that. And man, that takes time. Just like the O-line, man, them 6 guys on the back end, they got to know how the corner needs to know how the halfback next to him is going to play something. And you don't really know that until you get put in that fire together. And then you've seen it start to pay off as the season went on. And that's the excitement that you started to feel, and we will go into next year with. I truly believe that.
Aaron Grimes with us on Sports 1440. There's always injuries, and when Royce Mechie went down a couple of times, I think Kenny Logan Jr. was inserted at safety there for a game and actually played pretty well. But I wanted to maybe just focus on the guys that came in, and even a guy like Jalen Garnes, who's up for an award here for the team, as a nomination. How did you see his development, how he evolved as a player, Jalen Garnes, over the course of the season, AG?
Jalen, we had a running joke for him in the room. He was number 73 in training camp. Anybody who's played in CFL knows it's hard as a position player to get out of those 70 numbers. But the staff all together thought, okay, number 73 is going to challenge somebody for a starting spot this year. And by week 3, he was a starter. He was, the personnel department, Ed, they did a great job of bringing in people who wanted to be a part of what we were building. So these young guys, Kenny Logan, Jalen, they wanted to be coached. They came in for extra meetings. They wanted to not just put on the jersey and be a starter and post pictures on Instagram. They wanted to step in, and they knew they had big shoes to fill, and they wanted to produce. And so throughout the course of the year, Jalen got better with his communication. He was more vocal. He was more confident, right? Things like that. The same with K1 when he was playing that Sam position. How can I play this play better? Yeah, I might have made the tackle at 4 to 5 yards, but how can I stop him in the backfield? Or maybe even us challenging him. Like, yeah, that was a nice tackle at 4 to 5 yards. But if you can see it quicker, you can go quicker. That's a tackle for loss. He had 2 sacks in his last game, right? Like just things like that where these guys want to be coached to be better. And it forces us as a staff to make sure we stay on top of our game, to make sure that we are putting them in those spots.
Yeah.
AG, what are your thoughts on Cordell Jackson's game and just what he brings to the table and how he's such a Swiss Army knife of a player, very similar to yourself?
Hey, I got a smile on my face when you said that, because that's the style of football I like to watch play. I like to watch somebody who says, I don't care if you put me in man-to-man 10 times in a row, I'm still going to cover the guy in front of me. He might make a catch or two because he gets paid a lot of money, but he's going to earn that catch. And then when they hit him in the flats, that's when I'm coming downhill. I'm teeing off on him. I can't wait to hear somebody in the media talking about how we should tackle high. Yeah, I know I'm in your head. Now I'm really tackling low. I'm coming right for that leg.
Yeah.
You better watch out. Yeah. You better watch out. I'm full speed. And KJ plays that way. He plays with the chip on his shoulder. Smaller guy, plays with the chip on his shoulder.
We just lost.
People don't
we
see a lot
you.
of.
Sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. We just lost you for a split second there, AG.
Something people don't see about KJ a lot is he is extremely smart. He's one of those players where, as a young coach, there's a few of them in the room. You make sure you come in that meeting room and you're on your P's and Q's and you know exactly what the offense is doing. Because if you go in there half-stepping and you BS some of that information, he'll be able to sniff it out. Yeah. So guys like that make coaches coach, and coaches who want to coach get better with guys like that in the room.
You got to stop talking like this, AG, because Eddie's going to come over the table here and bull rush me.
Boy, it's next level, AG. You've been in some books or something now this season. Motivational speaking, AG.
Hey, Eddie, it's that time spent in the room, baby.
It is the reps and touches, man.
What did you learn about yourself coaching this year? First time here with the Double E as a defensive back coach. What did you find out about yourself? What did you learn about yourself, AG?
I found out that the coaching side of things, from a player to a coach, a lot more time is spent as a coach in the building. But I like to think that I learned that the process is still the process, no matter which side, like different lane, but same passion for the game. Still trying to find ways to get a victory every weekend. And that if you do trust that process and you can get these guys, the biggest thing I learned was if you can get that room to trust what you're selling or buy into what you're selling and trust you as a person, they're gonna have your back. And that was huge to me. Like I enjoyed every single person in my room this year. and we created that environment, whether it was getting shots up on the mini hoop that was in the room, or if something funny popped up on film, like, yeah, we're going to laugh about it because I'm also going to need you guys to lock in on this very next play that we need to correct, you know? And so that was something there. You know, you look at like a guy like Coach Killam, you always hear about how players, they love to play for him. And I'm watching him lead his meeting room. And then just like any smart person would do, I'm stealing, you know, how he's conducting himself in the room, because I want to conduct myself like that in my room. I want the guys to want to play for me too, you know? And so I just learned that. The biggest thing too was the first 5 weeks of the season, I'll be vulnerable. Like I was like, man, I could easily see myself getting fired 5 weeks into this. And so more so to just being able to prove to myself, you know what, you can do this. Head down, keep showing up, keep being yourself. It's going to pay off. And I wouldn't say it paid off yet, but we're certainly getting there.
Way to be, AG. Real quick, last question. How often do you and JC pull up film of yourselves making plays, man? Because there's credibility there. There's credibility there.
We're actually against that, Eddie, believe it or not. Like I don't ever want to be the coach. Like, well, back when I played, I don't want to be that old coach. But I will fully admit, it's been a couple of times this year where maybe a player was like, man, coach, you know, ain't nobody making that play. Nobody's going to get there. And probably 2 or 3 times I've had to be like, bullshit. I've been in that. I started that exact spot, made that exact play.
Yeah.
I know you can do it because you're better than I was.
Well said, AG.
You know, so I've definitely pulled the card a couple of times, but no film has been pulled up.
Yeah. Well, have a wonderful Halloween with the kids, Aaron. Have you got a favorite like Halloween candy or even like a scary movie that you would watch maybe or something like that?
I don't. It's crazy. I'm not a huge movie guy, but I do love some good Halloween movies. Candy. I'm a huge sweet tooth guy. I just don't like candy corn. I probably would trick or treat your neighborhood for the full size candy bars.
Oh, for sure. You know what else to go to.
That's over at Eddie's, man.
You know what else? You probably give out full bars and cans of pop, Kevin.
Chips and everything over there.
Yeah. Just come on in. We'll have dinner for
bag
you.
in that neighborhood.
Loaves of sourdough.
Yeah. Hey, AG, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it. Have a wonderful off season. Hopefully we'll run into you in Laurier Heights. Take care, man.
No doubt. Can't wait. I can't wait to be back on. I got to get back on at least once this off.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, AG.
Yeah. How's Monday sound?
All right. Let me check my schedule. I'm free. Look at that.
Take care, man. That's Aaron
right,
Grimes, Double E defensive back coach. And our headliner of the day, brought to you by Mr. Rooter, the plumber to call when the toilet mysteriously breaks after your jalapeno pepper fueled game night with the fellows. That's MrRooter.ca. Your top defense pairing against leaks, MrRooter.ca. Have you got a favorite movie?
Nah, not really. Not Halloween.
Was there a movie that scared you like when you were a kid? Like,
oh, for sure. Like some of the, ghost scary ones, like Sixth Sense.
Oh yeah,
like those types of ones.
Those ones scare you.
Yeah, when you're younger, like
The
your
Ring,
mind, those types of ones.
Your mind, it plays with your mind.
Totally, and then try and go to bed. You want to know what, man? You're gonna laugh at me. You're actually, but this is real. I was young, and my parents were out of town, and my grandparents were watching us, and The Sound of Music.
Oh
no! When the Nazis were coming, the Germans.
Come on.
Yeah, man. When they were invading, and the family had to run at the end, and they were singing on stage, and they had the eggs. Man, that had me tripped out, man. I thought they were gonna come invade my house.
Oh boy!
I had a little fella shook. It really did.
Really?
My grandma watching Sound of Music with me, trying to be cute, and here I am, terrified.
Eddie, scared of The Sound of Music.
That was just the youngins were real.
When I was pretty young, I went in a theater to Amityville Horror, and man, that one. I remember people walked.
Next level.
We walked home.
People left probably.
No, well, maybe they did. I don't know. We walked home probably a mile, and it's pitch dark.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that was scary.
Yeah. Spook.
Yeah. Brad from the North Side says Gremlins scared the crap out of me when I was 6 years old. A lot of people, when we asked about the best song, Thriller, Bad Captain, Tyler Millwoods.
Good point. That's a good point.
Thriller.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't even that 100% better than Monster Mash.
Rhino, Thriller right up there.
100%.
It's got a great video.
What a epic just lineup as well for Halloween on a Friday. The tricks are going to be out tonight, boy.
And the Jays are on. Yeah.
No 14 to 16-year-old cares about that, man. They're going to be out running the streets all Friday night.
Wow. Little vigilante justice if something happens, eh, Eddie?
Punks.
When we come back, we'll get to some of your texts. We'll talk more Oilers, touch on the Jays, getting ready for game number 6 tonight. It's the Kevin Karius Show with Eddie Steele, Donnie P., Josh Fenwick in the Sports 1440 studios, presented by Sports Select. We're also streaming on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook.
Monopoly
Thanks
Double
for that,
Play
Josh.
is back at McDonald's. So let's practice winning. You just won 25 grand and go.
Yes.
I said 25 grand.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Much better. Okay, now you just won a brand new Chevrolet Corvette. I think she just fainted. Impressive. Feel like a winner on pack and in app. Monopoly Double Play is back. While supplies last, 1 in 5 chances to win game piece prizes at outset. Chances to win draw prizes depend on number of entries in each draw. Cash prizes payable by e-transfer. See rules in app.
Fall into savings at Wolf GMC Buick. For a very limited time, get 0% on every 2025 Buick and GMC, including the all-new Buick Envista, the Encore, Envision, and Enclave. For the GMCs, 0% on 2025s like the Sierra Half-Ton, Sierra HD, even the Yukons. Get 0% on all 2025s. Plus, get up to 84 months on the GMC Sierra Half-Ton Crew Cab. But like the Leaves, these deals won't last long. Get into Wolf GMC Buick now.
Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy.
The Hockey Super League is proud to launch its 9th season, delivering independent, borderless hockey. This year, over 125 teams will compete across Alberta, Saskatchewan, and for the first time ever, Colorado, USA, which showcase style action, cross-province rivalries, and a strong commitment to player development. The HSL is the premier destination for families seeking balance and athletes chasing the next level. The Hockey Super League. Hockey without limits. For athletes born in 2013 to 2018, visit hockeysuperleague.com to learn more.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Epcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Canada, Crave is now the exclusive streaming home of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Let me hear you if you want to win. 2 of the most iconic game shows in television history.
You never know what's going to happen around here.
Stream new seasons next day on Crave. I'm excited already. Plus, dive into a massive library of classic episodes, which include Canadian legend Alex Trebek. Answer. Daily Double. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Stream now, only on Crave. Subscribe at crave.ca.
Portions of this hour brought to you by Nectar.io, transforming field data into boardroom insights. Nectar.io is the all-in-one solution for your fleet, safety, time tracking, and materials management needs. Nectar.io, your business made better.
Stories, guests, and insights. This is Sports 1440 and the Kevin Karius Show.
All right, welcome back to the big program, 742 in Edmonton. Kevin Karius, Eddie Steele with you. Donnie P. and Josh Fenwick. The Kevin Karius Show presented by Sports Select. Get in on the action with hockey, even college football, man. It's going to be busy again. We got Raptors tonight. Bet on the original at sportselect.com. It's 100% legal. You must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly. Eddie Steele ain't afraid of no ghosts, but he's afraid of the sound of music.
No, I told you what I'm afraid of. I'm not going to go there again.
Come on, Eddie.
The invasion, family running.
So you probably
running over the hills.
You probably were you scared of that Rolf guy that was dating the?
Oh man, when he turned,
I'm gonna get that Rolf.
When Rolf turned, when he came back, because he was what was her name?
Liesel.
Liesel.
I know all of everything.
Rolf. Rolf.
I am 16 going on 17. See? Dennis Bernstein, who's from the fourth period. He's been on with us from LA. He and his wife are massive Sound of Music fans.
Isn't he a singer?
Dennis?
Yeah,
No.
doesn't he?
No, I think
Who's that?
That's another Bernstein, but it's a famous name. But anyway, for music. Anyway, Dennis and his wife 2 years ago or 2 summers ago went to Austria and toured all the museums and everything like that.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what you should go and.
What about
Go
Max?
get-
Did you like Max?
Yeah, it was okay. Uncle Max.
Yeah, Uncle Max.
Why? It's Halloween. We're talking about the Sound of Music. Unbelievable. It's Playlist Friday too. Feel Good Friday. And text rolling in. If you want to get a call or a song on call, Donnie, give him a text, whatever, 833-401-1440. Cat Dead says, hey, Donnie, can I get the Monster Mash, but the one by Mike Tyson and Bobby Brown? Do we have that one, Donnie?
I'm gonna have to do a little research on that first because I don't
Check it
know.
out.
I don't know if I trust a Monster Mash from Mike Tyson. little worried about that one before I air it.
Man, he's good.
Final.
He's good in The Hangover. Eh?
Oh, he's funny, man.
Yeah.
I just recently it came out like he was so lit up on drugs he didn't even remember shooting that movie.
I know.
What a life that guy, man. Holy smokes.
Kyle just texted in too. I need a Mike Tyson Monster Mash. What did he sing in is it Hangover 2? One Night in Bangkok, right?
I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
he sings at the end. They bring him in. That's the gift from Alan at the end. Well, no, that was the wedding present.
I didn't get it. You're just talking to me angrily like I should.
Wake up, Eddie.
Come on now,
Yeah.
man.
Anyway, it's Feel Good Friday, and it should feel good for a guy like Matt Savoy. Scored his first NHL goal last night. It was sort of, again, that's the second power play unit. You said it, Eddie. What happened?
To the net.
Over the net. Everyone thought, and hey, congrats to a feel good for Adam Henry.
He had a
Gets the
good game.
silver yeah. And I think they both kind of swiped at it at the same time. I never saw a replay up in the press box, but I'm thinking that just the way the puck went in, it might have went in off of the leg, possibly, of Matt
Shin.
Savoy. So, yeah,
Looked like it did.
Donnie's shaking his head. Yeah. So
Know who else had a pretty good standout noticeable game? Jack Roslovic.
he's been
Good
great.
player.
We interviewed him on, ahead of the
caught
game on
that.
Wednesday. Yep. And he's coming on and he's getting more involved. But
He has a good stick,
Yeah.
good defensive stick, and he set some guys up. Like there was about 4 or 5 really nice plays he made in the game yesterday.
it's just again, you can't, blowing a 3-1 lead again. So we saw that against Calgary. You're getting a point out of it. The crazy thing out of all of this, how poorly the Oilers have played at times, because they're 5-4-3, so 12 games. Have they played a complete game yet in any of the 12?
Absolutely not.
Not even close. Have they played a couple of good periods? Yeah. You could say, against Montreal, they came back. Utah, the last 40. But again, what do we call this team? Switch flicker.
Can't be doing that, man.
Yeah.
It's not consistent.
And again, Darnell Nurse had 2 goals last night. The whole thing, again, they're 5-4-3. They're actually in a wild card spot right now. Which is
Crazy.
It's like,
Isn't
that's
that-
how much. And there was a thing out about the parity of the league right now. And it's just,
It is across the board.
Yeah.
Like it's everybody's in the mushy middle, as they say. I mean, would they start last year? 2-7, some? I don't even
2-7-1,
remember.
maybe in 10, but I don't know. I mean, and again, it's the same old. We talk about it all the time, and it's defensive miscues, missed assignments, lack of awareness. And
it's like a focus, a locking in thing. It's not a lack of effort. There was, one thing that's kind of funny when Bush had that first terrible turnover. At least he really put his head down and pumped the Pistons. At least it wasn't just a casual on
which
that
one?
first turnover, the
wow.
first goal.
Yeah.
Brodzinski's. And Bush at least looked like he was really humming to get back for once. That's for sure.
Problem was that he was 15 feet
Oh,
behind
it
the
wasn't.
play.
It wasn't happening. But at least it looked like it.
So he said in the box last night, Johnny Brodzinski, the puck goes inski. Tonight, World Series game number 6, Eddie. Man, this is going to be exciting. It's Yamamoto up against Gosman. The Jays have, without question, in this series been the better team.
Absolutely.
And
Better bats, better defense.
And Well, and you could probably say better pitching with the exception of game 2 where Yamamoto was
Yes.
lights out. Having said that, in game 2, Kevin Gausman was exceptional until the 7th inning when he gave up those 2 home runs.
He was.
Yeah. So
if they can get Yamamoto out of there, if they can get him out of there with their bats, the floodgates could open up here tonight.
I can't imagine what that crowd's going to be like tonight.
It's going to be epic, KK. It's going to be roaring, man.
My buddy Oscar was in town from Toronto this week. I saw him for just a quick half hour yesterday because he was busy with work, but he's heading back. Well, who knows what happened last night because he was out with Chopper and all those other bozos. But his plan was to get back because his company has seats. 6 rows behind where the recliners are.
Nice.
In
good living.
at Rogers.
Good living.
Those seats, each ticket are going for $18,000. $18,000.
Just a little disposable income.
But anyway, where are you at with a guy like, okay, you played hurt a lot. And I got to word this right because football and baseball are way different. You can get through certain things in baseball that you probably can't get through in football. You could probably do things in football that you can't do in baseball.
Probably.
It's different.
Yeah.
But you got a guy like
For
George
sure.
Springer here, okay? So he's missed the last 2 games, had the pulled side muscle. We know Bo Bichette's not 100%. Now, can you afford another guy coming in where you go, all right, where are we at? Like, what's he going to give us? And to be honest with you, Bo's given more and more.
He has. In terms of Springer, that injury was swinging a
Sort of
bat,
like
torquing, that oblique in the side. That's hard. That's one where, maybe you could play through that with football, but where baseball, the way you're twerking and swinging with the velocity, that's challenging. Where now, vice versa, football, you could play maybe with a clubbed up hand or something.
Yeah.
Baseball, you couldn't, right? There's different, like you said in your initial point, there's some injuries you can play different sports with. I don't think he can go out there and swing that bat the way he wants to. Is that all he's going to be good for? Is just to swing the bat?
Well,
I don't
again,
know if it's worth it, KK.
What happens is it triggers a domino effect of everything. If he comes back, then he's going to DH.
Yep.
If he DHs, that means Bo's going to go to second. So it just triggers everything.
Do you want that?
Well,
the way you want that, the way they're played.
I'll be honest. I would almost rather have Springer coming off the bench here at some point.
That's what I mean.
And say, you know what, George, if you got one really good swing in you tonight, we'll take one good swing or one good at bat. We'll take one really good at bat from you tonight instead of 3 crappy ones.
And all it takes is just one swing and a bad strikeout and just a missed swing, and all of a sudden you're twerking that thing. It's like playing golf when you try and overswing and you miss the ball completely. You can kind of throw yourself out of whack, especially if you're already injured going into it. So you got to be cautious with the injury. And then Bo, like you say, he's playing on one leg.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want him out there.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like Bo has been more productive since Springer.
At second base.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bo has been more productive playing as a DH, than a second baseman because he came out.
Exactly.
He's come out of the game. It's funny. Did you see the manager interviews? So yesterday, for one, John Schneider was asked, so they got back and he goes, well, so what'd you do? Oh, they got back at 7 a.m, right? Well, I was waiting around for my wife and kids. So I just went in the cold tub and, had myself going or whatever. And, they said, how was the flight? Well, it was good. I had a couple beers on the plane.
For sure.
Like Schneider would be a guy I'd want to have a beer with because, it's not stopping at 1.
No.
And then Dave Roberts had a little race with Kim, one of the reserve players. Did you see that?
I didn't.
So it was just basically racing around the bases. And Roberts.
How'd Dave look?
Well, okay, if you remember, it's 21 years ago. Is it 21? The Red Sox needed to manufacture a run. He came in as a pinch runner, right? Donnie P, 2004. Came in, stole second, and they manufactured a run, and the Red Sox came back to beat the Yankees.
So he could burn.
He was a burner, yes, for sure. Now, anyway, maybe he didn't do it on purpose, but this is a manager deflecting all the heat. So he stumbled. And now everyone's going like, are you okay, Dave? You know, are you okay, Skipper?
That's
You
what it
okay?
becomes about.
So maybe he didn't do it on purpose, but maybe he did, because now that's what people are talking about. They're not talking about the Dodgers top 4 not hitting. They're not talking about the bullpen. They're not talking about anything else.
Man, is it me or does Snell look tired? Boy. And that's putting it nicely, Kay. I said to my wife, man, this guy looks like he'd been on a bender. And game 1 looked like that too.
There's that stuff, if you watch some late night TV, like I watched Seinfeld on CW or whatever.
Big Seinfeld guy.
Yeah, if you watch the one commercial, it's on every night. And it's about that stuff. It's basically this cream you put on your eyes, and they show in 10 seconds or 30 seconds what it does.
It changes.
Yeah, Snell should be the
He should be
spokesperson.
lathering that on, boy.
It lasts like an hour or something, but I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Deep bags.
When we come back, Mark Spector will be with us. And again, his article in sportsnet.ca with Evan Bouchard this morning, last night. I mean, it's bang on. I mean, these guys, the accountability word is right there, but it never happens. We saw Nurse benched for what? 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
If that, whatever it was.
But
You know.
it does send a message to the player, to the team, and look at the response. So clearly it worked, because look at Nurse's response. Coach hit a button. Coach pulled the right string. He
Okay.
did.
So never saw it last night. So, I mean, we've seen for years before in 3-on-3 overtime, Nurse played with Connor and Leon. Now there's your message. Sorry, Evan, you're not playing overtime.
Touche.
There you go. Mark Spector coming up right around the bend. We'll go in or out with Eddie Steele as well. Before that, time now for a Sports 1440 update brought to you by Nectar.io, transforming field data into boardroom insights. Nectar.io is the all-in-one solution for your fleet, safety, time tracking, and materials management needs. Nectar.io, your business made better. Here's Donnie P.
The Sports 1440 update.
It was game day last night as the Oilers, they fell to the New York Rangers 4-3 in overtime after their absolute third period collapse. The Sens, they topped the Flames 4-3 in the shootout. The Jets doubled up on the Blackhawks 6-3. The Canucks took down the Blues 4-3 in the shootout. And the Bruins, they edged out the Sabres in overtime. The Thursday nighter saw the Ravens topple the Dolphins 28-6. On the hard court, it was the Hornets. They dropped one to the Magic 123-107. The Bucks, they beat the Warriors 120-110. It was the Thunder over the Wizards. And the Spurs, they edged out the Heat. Coming up right after the break, we've got Sportsnet's Mark Spector. I'm Donovan Paulson. That's your Sports 1440 update.
Sports 1440 in West Edmonton Mall and Wetaskiwin. CKJR is a Stingray radio station.
Download the free radio player app and listen wherever you go.
Is your company drowning in paperwork and administrative tasks? Do you need more data to make better decisions? Nectar.io is your company's all-in-one solution for fleet and materials management, safety, time cards, and GIS-based project management. Now is the time to capture and transform field, site, and shop data into boardroom-level business intelligence, all with one login. Visit Nectar.io to book a demo today. Nectar.io, your business made better.
Sunday at 2, load the stands at Rogers Place because your Edmonton Oil Kings face off against the Swift Current Broncos for United Against Cancer Day.
Raise awareness and unite in the fight against cancer.
There will be a Game Used Stick and alumni jersey auction benefiting Sorrentino's Compassion House. Plus, fans in attendance will be given signs where they can write who they fight for as we stand against cancer. Oil Kings, Broncos, United Against Cancer, Sunday at 2.
Great family entertainment at Rogers Place starts at just $20 a seat. Save on day of game pricing now at oilkings.ca.
This hockey season, before every game, check out the pregame show with Andrew Walker on Sports 1440. It's brought to you by Titan Supply, your only source for rigging, lifting, and hauling products. Visit titansupply.ca.
Hi, I'm Al Hamilton, first captain of the Edmonton Oilers. Prostate cancer is the most common cancer in men, and here in Alberta, we're fighting back. This November, every dollar you give helps the Prostate Cancer Center fund early detection, testing, and life-saving support right here in our province. Let's keep it in Alberta for our fathers, brothers, husbands, and friends. Visit keepitinalberta.ca to start your men's health fundraiser or donate today. Together, we can look after the men in our community. Thank you for your support.
The Lawnmower Hospital. Step into fall with Husqvarna and the Lawnmower Hospital. Husqvarna has chainsaws for the homeowner, farmer, rancher, or professional available in battery or gas-powered models. Take care of leaves quickly with the power of Husqvarna blowers. You'll find it all at the Lawnmower Hospital, and you can see the full selection at lawnmowerhosp.com.
We're more than repairs. We're more than mowers. The Lawnmower Hospital.
Sometimes it's just best to see the professionals. For example, surgery.
But the YouTube tutorial made it look easy.
Is that your appendix?
I think so.
Wow. Like I said, it's best to see the professionals. And when you need help choosing the right metal for your next project, cut to your precise measurements, you've got to see the pros at Metal Supermarkets, the local convenience stores for Southside, West End, metalsupermarkets.com.
Look at the wobble.
Game day sauce.
Buddy, quit rolling up to the bar and looking like it's grade 9 grad and you're wearing your dad's old work suit. Do yourself a favor and call Game Day Suits.
Game Day Suits is Alberta-based and makes fully customizable, made-to-order suits. Perfect for hockey teams, wedding parties, or even the office crew. Book your free consultation at GameDaySuits.ca.
I'm rocking one right now. I look deadly.
You know they can't see you, right?
Okay, Mr. Announcer, you want to go, tough guy?
Game Day Suits.
Have your sports curiosity cured with the Kevin Karius Show. This is Sports 1440.
One in Edmonton, Kevin Karius, Eddie Steele with you on a Halloween Friday, a spectacular show. I thought I'd get some Eddie songs going. Like, I thought you'd be singing today. Man, if I would have been dressed up as you again,
That
I
would
would
have
have
been hilarious.
I would have tried. Okay, what I would have said? Well, I would have probably started the show with Eddie Petty.
If you
or what
on your shirt, if it would have been ES85,
ES85?
I would have died, man.
I just didn't have time.
No, I know. That would have
those
taken effort.
pumpkins that I think some people might have seen
With
on
the bald
Texas.
head, and
I should have probably done that instead of
that would have been hilarious.
Damn.
In the arms too. I thought you were Where's Waldo.
No, well, I couldn't get a brown wig for Sam, so that's the best I could get. And then toque, like he had the toque on yesterday that said that thing said good luck. I don't know what that is. That good luck to him personally? I have no idea. Time now for On the Mark, brought to you by Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. Well, it's the end of the month. What's that? What's the matter now?
I'm a Spec today.
You're a Spec. That's Spec.
This is Spec.
And Spec's on the phone, so he can't.
Oh,
see
he
this.
can't see me today.
No.
Oh,
Why would that be Spec?
Oh, he'll see the clips online.
Oh my God. Holy cow.
He'll have to see it online then.
Wow. Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. That kind of scared me, Eddie. Great selection of inventory in stock, even Corvettes. You got a Corvette in October and they'll store it as well. That's for just ask Mike. He's the king, the gun, the fire over there. Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. As we welcome in Mark Spector from Rogers Sportsnet. So Spec, you're on the phone. You can't see Eddie.
Yeah, I can't
And
see
he's,
Eddie.
He's
Sorry.
impersonating you now for Halloween.
Oh, really? What's he look like? Handsome, I suspect.
Well, not really.
You'll have to see a clip on the internet later. It will be there. It will be there.
Looks
Gee,
pretty
sorry
good.
to ruin your surprise, Eddie. I wish I would have known.
Oh, so it is partially for Kevin too.
Yeah. Oh, really? Well, he
How does
came
one
on.
dressed as an old sports writer. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, he came on to start. He had one of the like a clown nose on because he was impersonating me.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's
Oh,
really
tough.
Yeah. Way to think it through, Eddie, huh?
Hey, Spec, he wanted to impersonate me, but he didn't have enough blackface paint.
Come on now.
Nobody does that anymore.
No.
Times have changed.
Yeah. Anyway.
It would have been fine in my books. I go both ways. I get the best
I
of
could have
both
just
worlds.
got a bit more of a tan. Oh, hey, in the
You
summertime,
would hit the booths?
Summertime, I'm just as dark as you are.
You try.
It's not bad. It's nothing saying anything wrong here.
We won't say what you used to get called growing up back home. We'll leave that one in the vault.
I don't know.
Remember when you get so dark you used to run around looking like a we'll leave it there.
All right. All the stuff that people text, we might get in trouble for. I've never said anything, Spec. It's everyone else.
Well, that's why you're still in the business at this lofty age of yours.
True enough.
Maybe.
Speaking of the business, Spec.
I don't know, getting sick of these, like everything that we saw last night in the third period and at times last night. I've just kind of gone, it's like over and over and over. It's the lack of awareness, Spec. It's the, here's the thing, Spec. Yesterday, we really went on a pretty good tangent about the Blue Jays and how, they haven't had an air since game 2. They don't beat themselves. The Dodgers, look what they did in game number 5. They beat themselves on a lot of runs that were given up. Take away the 2 home runs, and they beat themselves on a lot of runs. The Oilers are just like that, but the opposite. They beat themselves. They just beat themselves for fun with inept plays, poor decision making, obviously turning the puck over, but just bad decisions. I mean, it's just I don't understand it anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it's from their best guys, right? They're giving pucks away, and I always feel like the other team's going to score, and the other team's going to beat you once in a while because, as they say, the other team's trying too. But they're going to score goals. You're going to give up goals. Not every game's going to be a perfect sheet, but it's the one they score that they didn't have to work very hard for. The one where you did 80% of the work for them on the goal. That's the goal that really kills you, and that's the goal that if you keep giving it up, because the Rangers, they're still going to score a couple goals on you that they earned last night. They're going to find a way to put a couple pucks in net because they're an NHL team. If you hand them 2 more, now they get to 4, and that's a team that's having a hard time scoring. And the Oilers, handed away 2 goals for the in regulation, and they gave up 3 in regulation. If they don't give those away, it's a tidy 3-1 win or 3-2, whatever it is. And listen, and it's your best player. It's the old cliche. Your best player's got to be your best player. And Edmonton's best defenseman is just killing them. It's all the last 12 games in the season, or the first 12 games in the season. Their best defenseman is nowhere close to playing like their best defenseman.
So what do you do, Spec? Do you bench him?
Well, it's got to be some accountability for sure. Like, I thought the nurse benching the other day, a quick 5-minute kick in the pants was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't lose the player forever. You don't bench guys for a whole game or any of that stuff. But I got a ton of respect for Chris Knobloch. He's done a nice job here. He's a good guy. He's a pretty straight shooter. But I take him to task when he said last night that everybody's accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Bouchard's not accountable. He's not being made accountable. That game against the Islanders he played where he was not good. I mean, he was awful. He led the all defensemen in minutes that night, and the next night in New Jersey, he led the whole team in minutes. Last night he led all defense in minutes, and in the overtime after a horrendous hockey game that he played, he's out there in overtime allowed to make one more bad read on the overtime winner. So there's no accountability there. I think I take Knobloch to task on this. He's saying it. He ain't doing it.
Yeah. I look at it too. Like, who beat you last night? Again, Johnny Brodzinski, Braden Schneider, Taylor Radish. Yeah, Miller scored the overtime goal. But, I mean, I never noticed Panarin last night. Never noticed Zibanejad. Barely noticed Kyle. I mean, Sherry was in there. But how many times in a scrum? Noah Laba and Radish were in there. I mean, Sam Carrick, if you go back to that game that the Oilers lost to the Rangers in overtime, it was Carrick, Edstrom, and Rempe, who's out now. I mean, these are the guys. You know why? Because they want it more. All the pluggers, they play harder than anyone else because they have to.
Well, yeah, they're carrying that Rangers team a little bit right now, which is good for the Rangers. You know, they got some depth guys stepping up when their top guys aren't going so good. But I mean, I don't know. Listen, it was just a wasteful game in terms of you played a pretty good game against Utah. You put it together after one period, and you really blew Utah to the water here. And you'd found your game. You know, you're after two periods, you're up 3-1. You're thinking, okay, you know what? We're starting to find our game. We got a footing here.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 minutes into the game, you know, you give them a breakaway from center ice, and they score on a that D-to-D pass that never should have got made. I mean, they're trying to find their way, but it's like trying to fine tune your car when one of the tires is square. Like, it ain't gonna happen, right?
Hey, Spec, we got a few texts this morning, even yesterday and this week, about Paul Coffey. Do you think the Oilers miss him?
I don't know if the Oilers miss him, but certainly, I mean, I don't even know if Bouchard misses him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they're sure that's a big change back there. I don't know. Like, I think that we're overthinking it here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's Paul Coffey going to say? Don't make a D-to-D pass when there's a guy standing there to pick it off.
Yeah.
Like, what are we coaching this? I mean, we're an NHL player here that's, Bouchard's a veteran now. I didn't mind their defensive game overall last night. They just made huge errors. You know, if you're gonna chip a puck up a wall, make sure it gets there. Don't bounce it off a Sherry's stick and it's going the other way. Like, I don't see how a coach has anything to do with this.
With all these turnovers that we're seeing in the sloppy play, it's a continuous theme that we've seen with this Oilers group. They're so talented and so good, it's almost to their detriment because they try and get too cute. And you look at the goal that Matt Savoy scored yesterday. Where did it happen, Spec? It happened in the guts of the game. This team, we've been saying it for, many Monday and Fridays, at least as long as I've been here. They need to get a little more grittier and get to the tougher areas if they want to get the job done.
Yeah, sure. A greasy goal, right? Savoy gets one that I think it went in off his foot or his leg or something, and that's good. You know, Nurse gets one that he just rips a puck at the net from a bad angle. See what happens, right? Let's see. I got no options. Let's try a shot at the net. And Shesterkin ends up carrying it into the goal. Like, that's better than dumping it into the corner. So yeah, you're never going to turn this team. The team's built a certain way, and we all like the way they play. You know, I do anyway. They're a high-speed, skilled team. They move the puck well. They're fast. They're not a volume shooting team. They're not a team that funnels it to the net and everybody crashes the goalie. Like, that's not who they are. You know, they might have a couple of those guys, but we don't need to rebuild this team into the New Jersey Devils from 1998 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. They're pretty good the way they are. They just have to fine tune their game. I think more individually, like it's individuals that are sewer and things here that are, guys just making big mistakes. Nurse had an awful first period 2 games ago, cost his team a couple goals. Bouchard was the culprit last night, cost his team directly at least 2. You could maybe say 3. So I don't think we need to rebuild this team, Eddie. I think you just need the guys who are on the team to play better.
Oh, but again, it's monotonous. It seems we talk about it and then they get out of this funk. Again, they're switch flickers. And I keep saying that, and it's been like 3 years. And once that switch is flicked on, Spec, it can stay on for a longer time, but it takes a while.
I know,
you're going to laugh at this. Eddie, tell us.
So, Spec, we got the TVs going on in the background, and there's some CFL talk, and a little box popped up, like a little chatter box.
Wow.
And it says, it's talking about the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and it says, is there such a thing as a switch being flicked? Right as Kevin said that.
It was after.
That's crazy.
Holy moly.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at this thing big picture. Like, no one likes what we saw, that game last night. You let a game get away. They played an awful third period. Okay, you stunk in the third period. They weren't any good in the first period against Utah. They were good for the other 40. Like, I guess my point is, guys, you're talking about a team that's been to 2 Stanley Cups in a row. You're talking about the best team in the Western Conference over the past 2+ years. You're talking about a team that could well get back there again. I'm not saying it's a lock, but let's not, I know there's times right now they're hard to watch, but like you can't tell me that the people they have in the system they play and the way they conduct themselves doesn't work. They just got to wake up.
They're in a wild card spot right now, Spec.
12 games in. Who looks at the standings? Who cares?
I do.
They're a 4-game winning streak from being first place to Pacific, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why I look at the standings.
Standings. It's October still, right? Who needs the standings?
Yeah, but in 2 weeks, aren't you going to say it's going to be? Well, you don't call it the quarter pole. You call it the 3/4 pole, right?
It's not the quarter pole. The quarter pole is when you're coming home, not when you're going out.
So it's the 3/4 pole.
Yeah, whatever it is. Who cares? Like, listen, if they were 18 points out, or if they were 6 points out of the playoffs, or whatever, like that American Thanksgiving thing is real, but we're not there yet. They're this is the best start they've had in 3 years. In the last 2 years, they went to the Cup, so
they'll be
I don't
fine.
know why anyone's panicking here.
They'll be fine.
Did you know that tomorrow's game is the Dia de los Muertos game against the Hawks?
What does that mean?
That's Day of the Dead.
Ooh,
that's it's a massive thing in Mexico, Spec.
Oh, is it? Well, hockey's not a massive thing in Mexico.
No, well, but I think like they're sort of tying it into Halloween. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They've done it. They did it last year too.
What happens on the Day of the Dead? Like on the 31st, you go out and get candy and all that. What's supposed to happen the next day?
Well, you probably eat too much candy and you die.
Wow, that sounds like a pleasant celebration.
Hey, speaking of candy, you gonna indulge it all tonight? Is there a candy you like, Spec?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna be. Hopefully, I got some stuff going on today. I'm going to hopefully be at the lake to watch Blue Jays. That's my deadline.
I knew you were going.
Everything I got to do, got to end. I got to be at the lake at 6 to turn that game on.
You said yesterday, no, that's not in the cards, because I said I'd like to come out and watch the game with you there. And
I just said that because you wanted to come out.
This guy, man. True colors.
That's not very nice.
True colors.
It's not very nice.
You don't even want to go there anyways, Kevin.
No.
You don't want to be with people like that.
Be treated like that.
Hey,
I'd rather go to Rashog's garage now.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Rashog's garage too. He's got a great setup there.
Yeah,
and I'm sure your time out at the Specs deck will be epic.
Hey, I'm just like everyone else, man. I can't wait for that ball game tonight. Like that's going to be the whole weekend's built around baseball here. What's going to happen if they're playing Game 7 on Saturday night and the Oilers are playing Chicago at the same time?
Well, I think a lot of people will be doing
game.
Remember what happened in like the other night against Utah, where everyone on their phone gave a great big cheer with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second period. Spec.
Game 13 or Game 7 World Series?
Well,
you do the math. I know it's business, though. It's business.
I'll be honest. If there is a Game 7, Spec, I'm not going to watch the Blackhawks.
Of course.
Yeah, no. I feel the same way. I'd probably have to, but you know what? Listen, let's worry about Game 6. It would sure be fun. You know, I love what they're doing. I heard your conversation about Springer and Bichette.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a complicated deal over there right now. Springer's talking like he's ready to give them 4 at bats tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is you can't have a guy that comes in and gets hurt in his first at bat. You guys are right. Like either you're playing, you got a bunch of swings in you, or you can't play, or you come off the bench and you got one at bat.
One good at bat.
You know, so I don't know what his status is. I don't know if Bichette can play second base tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like I assume he can.
Yeah. Well, he has already.
Well, so if he can play second base, then I don't mind. Springer's my guy. Somebody comes out of the lineup. I got a good guy coming off the bench now that I didn't have yesterday. So, you know what? They got a good team. They got lots of guys here, man. I think they'll get to Yamamoto tonight. I don't know if they'll win the game off him, but if they can get him out in the 6th or 7th inning, then they'll win the game off that Dodgers bullpen.
Just get them out before the 9th.
That's it. Get them out of I think that will be the strategy. I think if possible, you'll see guys taking long at bats. You'll see guys hanging in there. You'll see guys taking pitches. That's been their MO, man. The starters don't last that long against Toronto, and the bullpens get buried.
Well, there aren't too many players, I don't think, that have thrown 3 complete games in the postseason.
Jeez.
In the modern era. They used to do it all the time before, Spec, but
Yeah, I think Kurt Schilling did one. And
Schilling
that's
is
about it.
one. Oral Hershiser's one.
Now you're going back already. So
Yeah.
there you go, boys. It's going to be a fun one tonight.
Do you know who the third one is, Beck? I do.
Third one?
Boston
No.
Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox. Oil Can Boyd?
No.
I just like the nickname.
Yeah, I know, wasn't he good? He was like Pascal Perez. He could, as Vin Scully or Joe Garagiola would say, I think it was Joe Garagiola. He could have a shower and a shotgun barrel. He's so skinny.
What about Louis Tiant?
It was Louis Tiant. We just had a text come in. Was it Pedro Martinez? No. Louis Tiant. One of the best deliveries ever, Spec. That little curl
sir.
on the mound, zip around.
Yes, sir.
All right, Spec.
All right, boys, enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, and enjoy the game tonight. Happy Halloween, big guy.
All right, guys. See ya.
Yeah, take your mask off.
He can't. That's his face.
Oh. Mark Spector from Rogers Sportsnet on the mark, brought to you by, powered by Northgate Chevrolet, Buick GMC. This truck's for you. When we come back, we'll, what are we going to do? We got to talk a little bit about the CFL playoffs tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Sunday, yeah. No, tomorrow. What am I thinking? It's Friday, yeah. Tomorrow. Isn't it funny? How about this, Eddie? Let me just throw something wild at you. Like, so what do we have? And again, Saturday game times down the stretch, we're at 5 p.m., which is okay. At the very worst, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But why are they putting game times for the semifinals basically local time at 2:00?
Is that, yeah.
Yeah, why are they doing that?
That's pretty
No, I'm
normal.
being facetious, Eddie.
Yes.
Why would you do
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Like, what sense does
Yeah,
that
I'm
make
with you now.
to have an afternoon game? And again, thankfully,
with you.
it doesn't matter in BC because it's closed. But just pretend that this game was in Calgary, BC and Calgary. Right?
Yeah.
The game would be on at technically 3:30 Mountain Time, because that's when it's on in BC. It's 2:30 local time, BC. We got a 2:00 start in Montreal. But why would you do that? Like, all year long, you've never had game times like this you've had it at 5 p.m.
I hear you.
What are they doing?
Yeah,
Like,
I
what-
hear you.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I like these times personally as a
Of course
player.
we do.
I love these
It's what you
times.
should be doing all the time.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
When we come back, and then we got in or out too with Eddie, and he's all dressed up. Is this like the death of a salesman here today?
Get out of here.
Kevin Karius, Eddie Steele, Donovan P, and Josh Fenwick. I haven't done the Duke yet today so far, eh, Donnie P?
No,
So far,
no
been
donations
clean.
to the swear jar yet.
Yeah.
Now, I should ask, did these donations get donated
No.
into my
No, they don't.
wages?
They just
Damn.
they just go into like the
Charity?
end of year party.
That works too.
Yeah.
As long as it's going into my wallet somehow or stomach, that works too.
Your gullet.
End of year party. We're presented by Sports Select. We're also streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram.
It's a new season, Edmonton, which means it's time for new offers. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners can get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using code Gregor50. That's code Gregor50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. PlayAlberta.ca.
You wanted local sports on weekends. Saturday mornings at 9, check out the Saturday Sports Setup, where we'll tee up what's happening on the weekend sports scene. Tune in Saturday morning at 9 on Sports 1440.
Wing Wednesday at First Round. Whether you're coming for the first round, the last round, or a few rounds in between, they've got you covered with half-price wings every Wednesday night. Half-price wings. Over 35 delicious flavors like Cajun salt and pepper, maple bacon, and Inferno wings. Now half price every Wednesday night. Wash them down with a cold pint of Canadian or Coors Light for only $5.75. Half price Wing Wednesdays at First Round in West End and now downtown. First Round, burgers, beer, sports.
Michelle and Colette are sisters. Sisters who don't agree on much, especially when it comes to which hockey team is the best.
Edmonton is the best, baby. Vancouver's #1.
Even when it comes to meat snacks from Wilhawks.
I love the Harris Wiener. The ham sausage rules.
But they will agree
Wilhawk beef jerky is the best.
it might just be the only thing Alberta hockey fans can agree on.
Others can try to imitate, but no one can duplicate Wilhawk beef jerky. Only available in Leduc. Get yours today because you don't win friends with salad.
This is the Kevin Karius Show on Sports 1440, a proud presentation of Sports Select.
In store or online at sportselect.com. Please play responsibly.
.824 in Edmonton. Kevin Karius, Eddie Steele. We got Donnie P and Josh Fenwick in the Sports 1440 studios here at West Edmonton Mall. We're also streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram. So many platforms to catch the big show on a Halloween. Oh, boy. You have a favorite costume you ever had, Eddie? Like, I mean.
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, while you think on it, I saw a do-it-yourself project where it looked so simple to do, but it was one of the best ones ever. And it was I think it was a UPS, so what happened was like, it's a person that has the box over top of them, their head's poking over the top of the box.
Yeah.
But it looked like, but then you get a head for the person down sort of just between your knees and your hips sort of thing. And the guy so that's the guy that's lifting the box. The arms are on the top.
Yeah.
And it looks like this person is carrying the box. And I think they had candy in there and stuff.
I love those types of costumes where
yeah.
like you're walking around, but it looks like someone's doing something.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of.
Well, and I saw one with a little girl. Like this would be good for Stephanie because she's about the right height. And it was an extension way up top. So it was the little girl's head basically at the chest of the costume, and the head was on a platter, and then up top was the headless person, right? Or headless woman.
Messes with the eyes. Yeah, tricks you.
And then the head is
Seen a guy walking, he's in an outhouse. You open up the outhouse door and he's in there. There's little legs cut off. And it's pretty funny.
I mean, there's so many, like, you can put so much work into it.
Yeah, you really can. I never really did anything elaborate. Like, you're the type of guy that would put a lot of work in. That's just who you are. That's your nature. Like,
you got to get the right.
I never did that. I just, throw on something just random. I never put that much thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
What was your best ever?
There's been quite a few over the years. Look at Steph's texting you right now.
No.
Come on now.
Scammer.
Eddie, don't tell her about my costume.
No. It's hey, just a random text message. Hey, do you want to work tonight?
Or
I just scammers.
I thought maybe you had some sort of
just scammers.
Going on.
Just random.
Maybe just a quick note on the CFL playoffs tomorrow. So semifinal. So things get underway at 12 o'clock our time. Winnipeg at Montreal, followed by Calgary and BC. It's funny when you look at the records of the teams. So Winnipeg's 10-8, Montreal's 10-8, Calgary's 11-7, and BC's 11-7. I don't recall seeing records that were totally identical,
tight like
going
that.
into the semifinals.
Exactly identical. I don't either. What are your thoughts? How do you think it's going to shake down?
I like Montreal.
Likewise.
I like Montreal and I like BC. I just like the home teams here. I think BC's better than Calgary. And I think Montreal is a better team right now.
I do too.
So I hate to say that I'm looking forward to next week a little bit more. I heard the riders aren't selling out yet.
No, they haven't, but there's still a lot of time. That barn will be packed.
It should be. If it's not, you got
there's questions
a lot of things to talk about.
be asked.
I don't know what they're going to get in BC for a crowd. That's the one I'm looking forward. Like Montreal
It'll be
will
good.
be sold
BC
out.
will be good. Did you see the crowd numbers that they came out from? I don't know, the past couple of years for each venue, and BC has done a really good job under Amar Doman.
Mhm.
They've done a really strong job. And I know you talk about the one big concert that inflates things.
Sure it does.
But
Okay. Are they going to get over 30,000 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say yes?
Yeah. Their average was right around 27, I believe.
Yeah, but again,
I know
Eddie,
that's
come on now.
inflated. That's inflated, but it's not like it's inflated from 16 to 27. No. One concert over the course of 9 games.
It's 3 games, Eddie.
No, it's
50
not.
some thousand when you're putting 17, 18 in.
But that whole 50
it's
is
2 extra
okay.
games.
So maybe you can say 20 some thousand because there's still going to be 27 there for the game.
So you say over 30,000 for the game.
I say over 30.
Okay.
And it's going to be a good matchup.
I'll say they won't get 30,000 tomorrow.
Okay. We'll check it out. We'll be texting. I like the storylines behind things.
Mhm.
I like Vernon Adams going back to BC and hopefully he can get his revenge there with how things unfolded last year. And then Winnipeg. I'm very curious to see which Winnipeg team shows up because they are an aging team. Everything hangs on Zach Caleros.
Yeah.
I don't think Nick Dembski is going to be healthy. He was his number one weapon. The way their offensive coordinator has used Brady Oliveira this year has been questionable. So I'm really curious to see how Winnipeg comes out.
I'm going to throw this one at you too, Eddie, and I feel the same way. Not the same way. I feel this. I would bet you don't feel the same way. Duke had it as an in or out about 10 days ago because of the success and the long run of the Toronto Blue Jays. He felt that was taking some of the criticism away from the Oilers. Okay. So I look at it right now as that the Blue Jays run here and their success is taking away from the CFL and the playoffs tomorrow.
No, depends on how today goes because it could be done.
I mean,
I don't think it's affected it.
TSN, which is the broadcaster for the CFL.
Yep.
Their coverage, the amount, where it is in the lineup is not even remotely close to where it usually is.
No, look, I understand the point that you're making. I do.
Yeah.
The Jays haven't been in the World Series for 32 years.
That's right.
This is big.
Yeah.
This is that compared to the Western semis or Western and Eastern semis. And I'm not disparaging the CFL. I'm not, but there is levels. There's levels to this, and right now you can't compare the first round of the playoffs to potential World Series win at home for the Jays. Like that's
CFL playoff first round coverage this week. Eddie has almost been non-existent.
Yes, it won't be like that though next week.
Well, because the Jays are done.
Exactly. So yes, the Jays are stealing the shine. The Jays haven't been. They're in the World Series for Pete's sake. They should steal the shine. It's a big deal.
As my old accountant teacher, Bill Smith, once said, when I said, Smitty, who's going to take the World Series? And he said, Karius, we should all take the World Series.
That's good. I promise you this, though. Come game day tomorrow, there ain't going to be no shine stolen. People are going to be locked in on the playoffs. I can guarantee you that. Especially if it's done with tonight.
I'm disagreeing with that, Eddie. I just, and I know this, yes, you were 10 years, you were Grey Cup champion. I'm getting all that. And I know how passionate you are about this league, about this team in our city. But at this point right now, across the country, I'm saying there are very, very few people that are locked in, might be the wrong word, that CFL's front of mind.
Man, for sure. And there's across the country, many people that wouldn't give two craps about the Jays that are locked in. So the complete reversal of what you said. What they're doing is epic, man. So yeah, they should have the attention. Absolutely. But come game day, people will be tuned in for their CFL. Of course, we know that.
Big Dooley says, hey guys, it'll be even worse if there's a game 7 on Saturday. No. Well, no.
What time would that be?
6. So the games will be over.
Yeah. CFL will be over. So that's perfect as a sports fan. You get to, if you're a fan of that team, you get your playoff game and then you get the Jays. That's perfect. You know that. You love a double dip. You love an all-day affair now.
Listen, Eddie, I'm telling you right now.
So you're telling me
I'm not watching the CFL games tomorrow.
So
I'm sorry.
Why? Why? The Blue Jays aren't playing at the same time, so why?
I'm just telling you
confused.
now. If the Jays are playing tomorrow, I'm going to schedule my day around stuff. I'm not like, what are you laughing at? Oh, sorry. I'm just, that's how I am. If the Jays lose tonight and they play tomorrow, I'm going to schedule my day around. It might be on in the garage or something, but I'm going to be doing something else. I'm not going to watch 2 games of the West and East Division semifinals tomorrow.
Bet you, hey, if the Elks were in the playoffs,
then yes,
tomorrow, so you'd watch and the Jays.
I would watch the Elks game
and
for
the
sure.
Jays. So if you're a fan of the Stamps or Lions, you can't sit here and say they're not going to care about their playoff game when the Jays aren't even playing.
Encompassing, Eddie. I'm talking about the country. You might,
but the country never even really gets behind the CFL. We wish it did, but it's more individual fan bases. The country gets behind the Grey Cup.
Eddie, just even, and I know our texters are always negative. We have very few positive texters. All of the texters right now are all negative towards the CFL playoffs.
But what I'm saying is, like, of course the Jays are in the World Series. It should be taking the shine. You're foolish to not think it should be. Yeah. This is huge what they're doing. This is huge for the country.
It's even more so than in the past.
I think this is a one-off because the Jays, man, in the past, there would be the coverage. Yeah. There's not the coverage because the Jays haven't been there in 32 years.
Yeah. I'm like tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I don't see me watching. I'm maybe the later game. Maybe I'll catch the back half because it's on at 3:30. But at 12 o'clock tomorrow, I'm not watching. Sorry, I'm not watching the Bombers and the Elks.
Well, you know what? I'll make up for you.
Yeah,
I'll make up for you, buddy.
Big Dooley says I think the fact you guys are going back and forth means you're both a bit right. Well, we probably are. So Eddie will make up for me. I know you will.
And at the end of the day, I know you're going to tune in a bit too. It's playoffs, man. It's playoff. I don't care what sport. I don't care how big of a stage. It's playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to check out a little playoffs, Kevin Karius. You Grinch.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Love you, man.
When we come back, it's always good to get you going, Eddie.
You did.
We'll go in or out. Have we even got the in or out, Donnie P?
It has been sent.
Okay, does Eddie have it on his phone? Because that's what I want to see, most importantly. The in or out with Schlemmer and Laddie, the fonts that have come through. And get your magnify. Oh, no, you got it right, Donnie.
You got me the big font.
So the last 2 days, Eddie, for Schlemmer and Laddie, you needed the Hubble telescope.
You're having
good stuff. When we come back in or out, it's the Kevin Carey Show with Eddie Steele, Donnie P, and Josh Fenwick on Sports 1440. We're presented by Sports Select. We're also streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram. What's that? I won't watch the first game.
Portions of this hour brought to you by Sports Select. Get on the action with hockey, football, baseball, basketball, but in the original, it's sportselect.com. 100% legal, must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly.
$8:41 in Edmonton. Kevin Karius, Eddie Steele with you on a Friday morning. Happy Halloween. Hope you and have a safe Halloween. And again, if you're driving home at whatever time, 4:35, I mean the kids are, yes, just take it easy, man. Enjoy into the neighborhoods where, I mean, a lot of the neighborhoods are 40K, man.
Yeah, man.
But people are screaming in our neighborhood at 60 something.
Oh yeah.
So
and I've been guilty of it too.
Yeah, but just
take it slow.
Kevin Karius Show is presented by Sports Select, and it's so easy. You just got to get that QR code. There's step-by-step videos that you can check out on sportselect.com. It's 100% legal. You got to be 18 years plus. Please play responsibly. Time now for Are You In or Out?
Okay. You know what? Moving too fast. Bottom line, are you in or are you out? In or out of what? No time for questions. Just action. In or out. Well, then I'm out. I'm sorry, Jet. Actually, you're already in.
Are you in or are you out?
On Sports 1440.
I thought you would go, I'm in, Bob. We would have had a really cool moment, but you kind of ruined the whole thing.
All right, Donnie, everybody. Already Jones, number one coming off of the Evan Bouchard nominee. Let's take it to
An absolute failure. I guess if you have to go in or out, I would probably say I'm in on it. And here's the difference between Bouchard and Nurse. If you go back to the other game with Nurse, point of game, time of game, that was in the second period. Bouchard's, to be honest with you, like Bouchard, when he coughed the puck up on the first goal, that's early. 12-minute mark is when the third goal, when he failed to clear on that. So now you got 8 minutes left. So you got to think about how you're going to do things here. The difference is you got 7 D-men dressed. Wallman was no screaming hell last night either on the second goal. If you look at that second goal, how you played that is played as poorly as you can play.
Yes, it was.
What I would have done, and by no stretch do I know this team like Chris Knobloch, but maybe in overtime, and I would have sent out again Connor, Leon, and Nurse.
It's meaningful.
They played together, and it opens eyes because they've done overtime before, the three of them. Put those three together. I mean, if you want to put Ekholm with them, go ahead, whatever it is. But that everyone knows that those three guys, Connor, Leon, and Bush, start overtime every time. It's automatic.
And
that gets noticed.
You're right. And in a game like yesterday, that would have been probably the time where Nurse's offensive game was flowing.
Yeah, go with the hot hand.
Exactly. Let him roll. But I'm with you. I'm in on the question. The message needs to be sent to this player. You can't continue. You can't continue. You're making $10.5 million, and money aside, you're a leader. You have a responsibility. Remember in Spider-Man, fellas, with great power comes great responsibility. It's a real. You laugh, KK.
I'm not laughing,
but man, this guy had high expectations, and you can't be playing like a first-year player out there. You can't.
There was someone said that, about that line, and they used it in some story or whatever. I can't remember who it was. It was like, but it's like they came up with it themselves. No, that's from Spider-Man,
Off to number 2, fellas. I am saying that the Jays will lose tonight and win Game 7 via another Joe Carter style moment.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I think it'll go down tonight. I really do. The momentum. Yeah, I do. I think if you can get through Yamamoto, if you can get some lumber on some balls, man, I think that it will go. That momentum is going to be thick in that building. The atmosphere is going to be raucous. And just think how loud that crowd is going to be when he's pitching, especially if it gets to a full count, maybe a runner on and scoring position. It's going to be nuts, man.
Controlled emotion, Controlled emotion with that nut house. Yeah, I'm going to be out too. I Joe Carter type moments happen once in a blue moon here, Donnie P.
This team feels once in a blue moon. That's like this. Just
Who's
they
going
feel
to
team of
They
destiny.
do have a lot of Joe Carter moments already.
Who's going to be your Joe Carter guy?
I don't know, but that's the beauty of this team is
Addison.
you can't tell me they don't feel like team of destiny. Like that's
Addison.
what this team feels like right now. They in no world should they have even been here. There is like you looked at this team at the beginning of the year and thought this team's going to be fringe playoff team.
They were plus 6,000.
Exactly. And it's team of destiny vibes. Why not end it all off with, the ultimate send off?
Tonight's the night, eh?
Friday night. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, man.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to agree with Eddie here, Donnie. We can't, you went 3 yesterday without agreeing, so why not? We got to go 1-1 so far off the hop.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? You can't win them all if you're me. But
if they do take it tonight, fellas, like how the madhouse it will be outside of that arena, outside of that ballpark. You've been down there, KK. Yeah. I know what it's like. It's going to be on a Friday, Halloween. It's going to be insane.
Right now, there are roads closed already.
Yeah, like insane in a good and bad way. Like on a Friday night, Halloween, it's a perfect storm for some crap to go down.
Hopefully
man,
everything's cool too.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like it could really be like the perfect storm.
Already off to number 3, fellas. The Oilers, the biggest area of need and their biggest goal for this season should be to find the ability to play a simple closeout game and lock things down in the third period.
Sure, why not? I mean, it's one of many things I think here, but is it the biggest goal? Well, they've had a couple. Calgary off the hop. I mean, that's another point. Last night's a point. You're at this stage of this team's stature where they are. These are games where, and it's not going to happen every time. The other team's playing too, but these are games. I mean, the Rangers, they didn't feel like they were involved in the game last night. As I said, Panarin, Zibanejad, Cooley. Did you notice him last night? No. I mean, Sheary ran around a little bit. Miller, did you notice him until overtime? No. Lafreniere. I asked Rashog in the press box last night, where's Lafreniere rank as far as busts go for number 1 overall draft picks?
What did he say?
Well, he's not at the Yakupov stage yet, and that's what I was not going there. But I mean, like this is a guy that he just hasn't been able to find it yet.
Hasn't.
They lost to guys like Laba last night, Brodzinski.
They didn't
Schneider.
lose. No, let me.
Well, what do you mean?
Those
are the guys that
no, they didn't lose to those guys. They lost to themselves, man. They let those guys. And Donnie, to this question, the biggest goal for them is to limit the inflicted wounds. Stop killing yourself, because when you're up 3-1, you don't need to go into a defensive lockdown game. No, play your game and just limit the stupid mistakes. That's their goal, is limit their own stupid mistakes.
To me, even just simplifying, like if you simplify your game a little bit last night, you probably still come away with the 2 points.
It's not even, again, it's just awareness and decision making. Like the Wallman play on the second goal. Like if you watch him in the neutral zone, he's standing there hoping, like it's a total hope that's to
get it through.
It's a rec hockey play. When you're defending, when attackers are coming at you and you're standing still, it makes absolutely no sense. The mind thought on the process of it. Same with Bouchard. Just bang it hard off the glass and get it out.
Yep.
On goal 3.
It's lots of errors last night, comedy errors, some might say, in the third period. But off to number 4. For me, the MVP of this Blue Jays season as a whole, is George Springer.
So, well, he's the MVP of the regular season.
Yes.
There's no denying that.
Whole season. When you look back on this year as a whole, you're going to look and say, sure, he wasn't necessarily their best playoff player, but you combine everything, the whole pie, he is the MVP.
I don't know really if there's another direction you could go in.
Well, okay. If you look at right now, I mean, Springer still has 4 home runs in the postseason. Vladdy's got 8.
He's had a good run. Springer's had a good run.
So when you look at the whole, you might have to say yes on that. So I might be in on it. Obviously, the Jays win. Vladimir Guerrero's, he's the MVP here. He's batting .415, Vladdy, in the playoffs as a whole. I mean, Springer obviously had the big dinger, but Vladdy's the guy.
But then look at Vladdy's regular season.
It's not as good as Springer's.
It's not.
Yeah. It's, you know, it's funny. I just want to
It's very underwhelming, actually.
Yeah.
I think he had 24 home runs.
23. I was going to say 24. So he had 23. George had 32. So probably as a whole, you're still going Springer as a whole, just because of his regular season was that much better than Vladdy's.
And then again, it's not like George has just fell off either in the postseason. No. He's carried his weight.
I mean, you can't underestimate Vladdy and how teams have to be aware of him. I mean,
what I'm really sorry, go on, KK.
Yeah, well, he's lethal, right? I mean, he's the guy. He's the guy. Like when you go and see your pitching staff and your pitching coach, your bullpen coach, all these guys, when you break down and you're scouting guys and you have your game plan of how you're going to pitch to guys, there's still, you go to Vladdy. It all goes back to him, and he is the guy on this team. Springer had a remarkable year, but Vladdy still is the guy. But to Donnie's question, as a whole, I mean, that's 36 dingers on the year. Vladdy would have what, 31? It's close. It's close.
What I'm really impressed with Vladdy is I don't remember if it was last year or the year before in the playoffs when he got picked off at second and he got crucified for it. And just talking about how he had to grow up.
You know what? I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out only because we're comparing a DH to a positional player too. So when you bring that into play.
Yeah.
So add on how he plays it first.
Yes, because he's
everything
had
else.
Good season.
And George, I don't know how many games he played in the outfield offhand, but
his base running has been strong this year.
Springer had 18 bags too, man, though. This is a very close question, Donnie. It's close.
So. That's why I thought of it. It's just you can look at this as Vladdy has been the absolute saving grace in the postseason, which he has. He's largely carried them through. He's carried them through all the series so far, and he's had a historic level postseason. You looked at his regular season, and so for Vladdy. You were probably expecting a lot more from the $500 million man, but it still wasn't terrible. You look at George; it was, I mean, the resurgence was unbelievable. You look at some of the postseason moments. I mean, without George Springer, they're sitting on their couch right now. And I just, for me, George Springer is going to end up getting MVP votes this year. And Vladdy, I don't think will.
I can't. This thing squeaks. All right, Donnie.
Stop manhandling
that
5
because we also got to do. Eddie's got to give us his NFL.
Yeah. Well, number 5. This should be a pretty simple one. You guys are going to absolutely hate me for this. The worst Halloween tradition: scary movies.
Well, no,
I'll be in.
Why?
I'll be in. Or sorry, I'll be out. I'll be out. My worst, because I don't like the scary movies. No, they're not my jam. But the worst is pumpkin seeds.
No.
Yes, man. What are you doing with your pumpkins?
Roasting.
I know.
Come on now.
No, man. Just throw those out with the guts. You don't need to eat the pumpkin seeds that bad.
That's a good call. That's I like that one too.
Yeah, it's people that are fanatical about their pumpkin seeds.
No. And this is, you guys are going to agree with me 100%. And I know you are, Eddie. And I know you are, Josh. I know you are, Don. I know every listener is going to agree with me because it is. The worst Halloween tradition is when the kids go out and some of the older kids go, oh, maybe we should throw a couple of eggs at a house, or we should do this.
Toilet paper.
Or anything bad, that associates with Halloween. Whatever it is. It could be, chucking crab apples. It could be this. It could be that. Any little thing that takes away from the spirit of not the tricking, but the treating and the kids and the costumes. That's the worst Halloween tradition.
I almost was going to toilet paper your house this year.
What?
Dead serious. I almost was going to hit that thing with TP. And it was going to be a thorough job too.
Really?
Oh,
When were you going to do this?
It's probably later on today.
Well, when? Like during the day?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
I had a plan.
I don't know where you come up with this stuff, Eddie. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I had a plan.
TP. Yeah, that's got to be it. I don't know. Donnie, come on. You got to give some props here.
That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Some people take things a little too far in some senses, and it sounds like Eddie was planning on taking things a little bit too far. But
MTR just said I'd egg and TP your house, KK. Me and my goons from MTR. Come on over, MTR. You're more than welcome. What
you got for him?
I have a thing. It's HB. HB. It's called or LS. It's a Louisville Slugger, Hillerich and Bradsby.
There we go. There we go.
It fits with me outside when I sit in the shadows, Eddie.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And her name is Kevin.
And I'll bring the wrath. Look at this bee from B, Eddie. Eddie, pumpkin seeds are one of the highest protein amount per 100 gram serving. Superfood. Come on now, Eddie.
Eat a piece of chicken.
No. I love pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, I know you would.
Especially when you roast them.
All seasoned up. I know you would.
They're
for
so
sure.
good, Eddie. Even Joshy boys saying thumbs up, thumbs up.
Enough. Just carve it.
Well, that was a great show, but we're not
Got
done
to
yet.
get these picks.
So last night in the NFL, it was just a total debacle.
That wasn't even a game.
For your Miami Dolphins. What was it, 28-6? What was it?
Yep.
And you took the Fins?
Yep. To cover. Yep.
Oh, wow.
That was definitely not a.
That was an easy choice for me to take Baltimore last night.
Easy money.
Yeah. I said Baltimore would probably cover, but I'm going to take. I took the Dolphins because why not?
Yeah.
It's not my money.
It's a terrible pick.
And they knocked me out in Survivor last week. So, you know what? I mean.
So what we're doing, Donnie, is we've added 2 more games to the slate.
2 late games.
No. Well, Donnie and I, Duke and Donnie, we always did Sunday night and Monday night. We're going to add 2 games that Eddie's picking. And have you got the Sports Select up, Eddie, or not?
Oh, I don't got.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I got some odds.
Okay, you go ahead. And
usually they're the same.
Okay.
First game, 2:05 p.m. start local time here. Jacksonville at Las Vegas.
Jacks at Las
Vegas. Jacksonville favored by 2.5.
Okay. And now your second
game, 2:25 p.m.
Why are you
start.
going with both afternoon games?
Yes.
Why?
Kansas City at Buffalo.
Okay. First of all, so it's Jacksonville -3.
Okay, Jacksonville -3.
Okay.
I got KC at Buffalo. KC by 2.5, -2.5.
Yes, you do. So KC -2.5 at Buff.
Those are the 2 games.
Okay.
Tight ones.
So Donnie, what will happen here is I get first choice on this.
Yep.
You'll get the second game, and then I got to do the Sunday nighter.
All right.
Okay. Are you okay with that?
I'm all
because
good.
You've
with that.
already had first pick already.
Yep.
These are all tight games because the Sunday nighter's a tight one as well.
I'm a little concerned about that Sunday nighter, and that is Seattle -3 at Washington. Washington. Can they bounce back, Eddie?
I like Seattle in that one.
Yeah, I know you do. You like Seattle all the time.
Not really.
The Kansas City Buffalo one is going to be the tougher one to do because, to be honest with you, I don't know how many total road dogs there are, but there are quite a few of them.
There are. Jax is a road dog.
Is a road dog.
Chicago at Cincy road dog.
Yeah.
A no road favorite. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. No, Jack. Yeah, Vegas is the dog.
Yeah, Vegas is the dog. Looking at it backwards.
yeah.
We're looking at it backwards.
Yeah. And I am. Yes, you are. The Monday nighter is Arizona at Dallas -3. That's the one you got to look at, Donnie. You got to focus on this one all weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to be focusing all weekend, and I think I already probably know who I'm taking.
All right, Halloween tonight, Eddie. So you got Steph as the Sleeping Beauty.
No, Sophia's Sleeping Beauty, Jackson Sonic. I'm a doctor. I don't know what Stephanie's going to be.
Yeah, all right.
My patient.
Whatever. Okay, so you take the kids out. All four of you go?
Yeah, all
okay.
4 of us go.
Then what? So then you're just leaving the bowl.
Yeah, we just leave a bowl and a note. Take 2.
What
I don't
time are
care
you
what
going?
happens. Right at about 6ish.
So then you're gonna
Prime
tape the
time.
game, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that
But
sucker
people are
will
gonna
be
be.
PVR'd. No, I'm pretty good at staying locked in.
But people will be on their phones walking around.
Too many kids will be out and about screaming. I'm gonna be locked in on the kids and the candy.
Now
So
here-
I consider myself the mothership. So my kids, they have their little buckets, and then I'm the mothership that they dump the buckets into the big bag, and I walk with the big
The
bag on the
mothership.
road, so they can just keep dumping it in the big bag and get their
Now,
little
as-
buckets filled up.
As every parent should, you have to go through the candy when you get home.
Oh, that's the best part.
Well, no, but for safety reasons too. You always
Yeah.
make sure that things are.
With the old dump,
Yeah.
the dump and then the portion.
What do you like? Safety reasons.
Yeah.
Well, back
safety.
in the day, there was a lot of other things going on.
Yeah. Like what?
Oh man, all the things there used to be like pins in apples and things like that.
Acid gummies.
Oh, man, you gotta watch. I mean, there's things you gotta watch.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
lot of
true.
loonies out there.
It's very true.
Now, then how much would you eat tonight?
Tonight, I have already made my mind up that I'm going off. Like it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna wake up feeling like crap. Probably gonna eat so much candy. I'm gonna give myself sugar sweats.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be bad. I'm going off. Knowing it. Like I already know that I'm gonna do
here's
this
the
to
other thing.
myself.
So you're gonna come back. Now, is there a cutoff time? Like some people go, okay, 8:30, maybe 9. Lights are off, it's done.
Oh no, yeah, 8ish.
8,
Yeah,
even
8-ish,
earlier. Okay,
8:30. You're right.
okay.
Right about then. But the candy will probably it'll be gone by then. We have a Ring camera too. And I like to mess with the kids on the Ring camera
Like
because
what?
you leave the sign and it says take one, but you can talk through the Ring.
Yeah.
So even if you're not there,
Get your hands out of there.
exactly
Yeah.
that type of stuff, and just scare the kids. I am notorious for that.
Oh man, I would love to just 1 year not worry about the grass or anything and have
just let them go.
No, like have like a coffin like comes out of the grass, Yeah. I used to dress up too as the Grim Reaper and just stand there. Real still. And then just like just snap at them.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
freak
the
them
best
out.
ones. Not Fred says cutoff time is when candy's done. IMAX says I'll join Eddie for some TP catch over the Karius home.
Oh, for
You
sure.
couldn't throw it that high, Eddie.
I mean, that's a good point. Have you seen your house?
No.
Not everybody makes TV money, pal.
Pal. Morning, Kevin and Ed. Don't have a thing on this one, but this is one for you, Eddie. Great to see the kids back to school. High school football back for some high schools. I was talking to Big Baldy. He's going to play a game that is going to count in the standings. He's a JP. I can't remember who told me. Maybe Red Deer. They're going to play. So
nice.
All right, Eddie, you got the suit on. Are you really going to work? or is it
Yeah, I'm
your
gonna
outfit?
no. I'm gonna go and do a few things.
Good for you.
Someone has to be an adult around here.
Well, I'm excited. I'm going to go play hockey today.
You little kid, you.
Yeah, play
Just
hockey
gonna
and then
go tricks or treats. Play
Well,
some
I
hockey.
I gotta get my
candy.
costume ready. And MTR says get some WD-40 for that chair. It's actually the microphone. And it's just,
Jeez, KK.
I don't know.
I got a product for that.
Yeah. What is it?
Got it. It's something.
Yeah.
It's called 4-way action.
4-way action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good show, Eddie. I liked your costumes today. MTR said he didn't see it. He was the guy that was
Josh,
greasing me the most.
is that going to be on socials or what? You get both of them?
Yeah, they'll be up by the end of the day.
Well, you got to put them up
I already
sooner.
had-
or what?
No, well, they'll be up before I'm out of here
Hey.
probably when I get a little more free time. I'm still cutting Specs clip right now because he's on
Which-
phone. So there's a whole thing to it.
Yeah.
But I already have the caption: "The Many Faces of Eddie Steele."
That second one, that stash, it's a little Hitlery, huh?
Hey, you know who you look
Oh
like. So, yeah, well, you're still freaking out about Sound of Music. You remind me of I got this toy when I was like 6 years old. It was called Hugo, Man of 1,000 Faces. Oh, that is Eddie.
You remind me of something too.
What?
He is the face of a chain. The chain is McDonald's. His name is Ronald. You remind me of him.
The clown. Oh, that was good. Good stuff, Eddie, man.
love
That
you,
was a lot of
KK.
fun.
Good
today.
show,
Love you
baby.
too, man. That was lots of fun. Coming up at 9:20, we got Michael Grange from Sportsnet covers the Toronto Raptors. What are they? 1-4 to start the year. They won the first game of the year, but I don't think they've been close in any of the other 4 games, really. Josh is shaking his head. So, and no one's really caring about the we talked about the CFL. How about the Raptors? They're getting a free pass here in Toronto with everything that's going on with the Jays. It is early yet, though. So, before that, time now for a Sports 1440 update. Brought to you by AWS Welding Supplies in Nisku. Product sales, servicing, calibrating, free same-day delivery of in-stock items in Leduc, in Nisku, and to South Edmonton, your one-stop shop for all things welding, awswelding.ca. Here's Donnie P.
The Sports 1440 update.
It was game day for the Oilers last night as they fell 4-3 to the New York Rangers in overtime after their immense third period collapse. The Sens, they topped the Flames 4-3 in the shootout. The Jets doubled up on the Blackhawks 6-3. The Canucks took down the Blues 4-3 in a shootout. And the Bruins, they edged out the Sabres 4-3 in overtime. Some NFL news breaking. It is Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver / corner Travis Hunter. He's going to be missing at least 4 weeks with a knee injury. Thursday nighter last night saw the Ravens. They toppled the Dolphins 28-6 on the hard court. It was the Hornets dropping one to the Magic 123-107. The Bucks beat the Warriors 120-110. Thunder over the Wizards, and the Spurs, they edged out the Heat. Coming up, it's hour 3 of the Kevin Karius Show. I'm Donovan Paulson. That's your Sports 1440 update.
This is Sports 1440, a Stingray radio station broadcasting on Treaty 6 territory.
Download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to CKJR wherever you go.
At Fountain Tire, get up to 15% off select tires, up to $125 off a set of 4 select Goodyear tires, and $50 off $150 service until December 13th. Restrictions apply. Book today. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Planning your next event? Let Loca Quality Market cater. From made-to-order meals to gourmet platters to full chef tasting experiences, they make entertaining effortless. Visit loca.ca to start planning today.
Weekends were made for Oil Kings hockey at Rogers Place.
Tomorrow in Ice District, kids take over as your Edmonton Oil Kings face off with the Medicine Hat Tigers at an early 2 p.m. puck drop.
Where kids will be taking over some of the biggest roles needed to run an Oil Kings game.
And at every home game, score Calmont Kids food combos for $10 or less. The value is king-sized.
Edmonton Oil Kings, Medicine Hat Tigers, kids take over tomorrow at 2.
Great family entertainment at Rogers Place starts at just $20 a seat. Save on day of game pricing now at oilkings.ca.
The job won't wait. Why should you? At AWS Welding Supplies and Repairs, conveniently located in Nisku, we've got everything you need to get it done. From product sales to servicing and calibrating machines, we're your one-stop shop. We're a proud, locally owned and operated business, committed to serving our community with a proven track record of customer service. Don't let a broken tool slow you down. We offer fast repairs and free same-day delivery of in-stock items to Leduc, Nisku, and South Edmonton. AWS Welding. We make it happen.
Seriously, another door knocker? I really want to go solar, but these high-pressure tactics are exhausting.
And their prices are unbelievable. Before we do anything, let's call Great Canadian Solar.
There's a better way to go solar. Great Canadian Solar provides honest advice and fair pricing to save you from overpaying. They're easy to deal with and will never put pressure on you to buy. As a trusted local business for over 15 years, Great Canadian Solar will support you in your solar journey. Visit greatcanadiansolar.com and call today to get started.
Prostate cancer affects 1 in 6 men in Alberta, and this November we're fighting back. Every dollar raised fuels early detection and life-saving support. Donate today for the men in our province. Visit keepitinalberta.ca to start your fundraiser or donate today.
At Fountain Tire, get up to 15% off select tires, up to $125 off a set of 4 select Goodyear tires, and $50 off $150 service until December 13th. Restrictions apply. Book today. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
The Kevin Karius Show, breaking down Edmonton's favorite teams, even though his favorite Junior A hockey team is the Yorkton Terriers. Thanks for checking in with Sports 1440.
Hey, welcome back to the big program. 9:12 in Edmonton. Kevin Karius, Donnie P, Josh Fenwick with you in the Sports 1440 studios here on a Halloween morning. It's going to be a great day again. Be careful out there on the roads later after school because the kids are so jacked up. They're so fired up. And you think about, you take in the fact about the no school and the strike and all that stuff. You could probably even ratchet that up even a bit more. And then, you got the Blue Jays tonight at 6:00, game number 6, a chance to win a World Series title for the first time in 32 years. They have to go through Yoshi Yamamoto. He's the guy that is, I guess you could say, he's trying to save the Dodgers season right now because, he was that good in the last 2 starts in the postseason for the Dodgers, and they haven't been playing to their potential, especially their hitters. But if you look at, the last 2 starts for Yoshi Yamamoto, through the 3-hitter against the Milwaukee Brewers in the NLCS, that was game number 2. And then in game number 2 against the Blue Jays, that was a 4-hitter. So we haven't seen anything like this as a pitcher because the way the game is called, the way managers go to the bullpen way sooner than they used to. And, the analytics and the lefty matchup and all that stuff. And think about the last 2 games here. If you go back to game number 3, the long 18-inning game, well, both bullpens were magnificent. It's that simple. There's no getting around that. Both bullpens were superb. But in the last 2 games, it's fair to say, and it's safe to say, that the Dodgers bullpen has been getting knocked around. They got knocked around the last 2 games following that 18-game marathon. So the other thing, too, when you look at Yamamoto and his game log, and you can go back to his game log. I don't have him punched up here, but I just have one stat. He has never had 2 games like this ever before. These are 2 of the 3 best games of his entire Major League Baseball career. So, the question is, can you keep that up? Can you continue to be that dominant for the 3rd time? And again, the 3 guys in most recent baseball history that have gone 3 complete games in the Major League Baseball postseason, Oral Hershiser in LA with the Dodgers, Louis Tiant back in the day with the Boston Red Sox, and then Kurt Schilling. So it doesn't happen very often where a pitcher is able to do this 3 times in a row. On the other side of the coin, you got Kevin Gausman. This is a guy, and we discussed this earlier. He went toe-to-toe with Yamamoto in game number 2 up until the 7th inning. All of the stats were similar between Gausman and Yamamoto until they got to the 7th. And that's where Gausman got the hook after giving up a couple of home runs. So a couple mistakes. I think if you can get 6 innings out of Gausman tonight, the Jays have an excellent chance to win this series tonight. When we come back, we're going to switch gears and talk a little basketball for a few minutes with Michael Grange from Rogers Sportsnet, covers the Raptors. The Raptors are in Cleveland tonight to take on the Cavaliers after winning the opener, the first game of the season in Atlanta, I guess it was. The Raptors have dropped 4 straight and find themselves with a 1-4 record after 5 games. But in Cleveland tonight, and obviously the Cavs heavily favored in this one this evening. So Michael Grange, when we come back on the Kevin Carey Show with Donnie P and Josh Fenwick on Sports 1440. We're presented by Sports Select. We're also streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Getting in on the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
Bring in the new year with a Canadian country legend. December 31st, in concert at the Silent Ice Center in Nisku. Brett Kissel. She drives me crazy. Multiple CCMA and Juno Award winner, platinum-selling recording artist, and top 10 hitmaker. Celebrate the new year in Alberta, country style. Bring your friends, your cowboy boots, and your party spirit for a night full of hits, celebration, and unforgettable memories. The countdown to 2026 starts with Brett Kissel live on stage. Get your tickets now at silenticecenter.com/events.
From the locker room to your radio, Sports 1440 is Edmonton's sports leader. Real talk, big personalities, and your texts. It's interactive. It's fun. It's where Edmonton talks sports. Sports 1440.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. I'm super excited to tell you today that we have fed over 250 families so far with our Feed 500 Families event. With that said, we are still short of our goal. We have decided to continue this on through to the end of October. With your help and your support, we can get this done. Please stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
Top quality flooring, locally owned, and Canadian products from Beaulieu. Yeah, that's CFI.
CFI what?
No, CFI, Custom Floors Inc.
From free estimate to professional installation, contact Custom Floors Inc. at customfloorsinc.ca.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Strudley. How would you like to join me and the superstars of hockey on an exotic holiday? Join us on a 7-night cruise through the Mexican Riviera, leaving from Los Angeles and including Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and more. While we relax and cruise the tropical waters, you can attend an intimate meet and greet with legends like Bill Ranford, Fernando Pisani, Kelly Buckberger, Ron Lowe, Gene Principe, Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusque, and more. There's still time to get in on every hockey fan's dream cruise. Book now and save $500 per couple. The Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise. Price start at just $23.99. Part of the proceeds support the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer.
Visit cast.tours/Edmonton. Call 1-833-347-7678. Call now to book and save $500 per cabin when you mention promo code Stingray Radio. That's cast.tours, 1-833-347-7678.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You try.
Have your sports curiosity cured with the Kevin Karius Show. This is Sports 1440.
All right, welcome back to the big program, 9:20 in Edmonton. And time now for the game of the day, brought to you by St. Albert Dodge, the biggest sale of the year right now going on. The Jeep Wrangler 1500, 0% financing for up to 72 months. Check them out at stalbertdodge.com as we welcome in Michael Grange from Rogers Sportsnet, covers the Raptors. Morning, Michael. You're with Kevin Karius. Thanks for jumping on Sports 1440 again. Really appreciate it.
Oh, good. Yeah. How are you guys doing?
Doing great out here, but what's it like to be smack dab in Toronto here and, in the midst of what the Blue Jays are doing? And maybe it's throwing a little bit of, shade, detraction from what the start is of the Raptors. But what's it like to be in Toronto right now, Michael?
Oh, it's pretty fun. I mean, everywhere you go, people are talking Blue Jays. Everyone's got the Blue Jays gear on. Everyone's making plans. Either going out to watch the games or going to a friend's house to watch the games or getting together with, friends or family to watch the games. So, it's a real special time when these things happen. It's nice for me. The last time it happened in Toronto I was covering the Raptors championship run, which was in itself super exciting, but it's fun just to be pretty purely a fan of this. And, yeah, it's great. I mean, it brings together people from all ages, right? Like I was in my early 20s when the Jays won in 92, 93, and now my son's in his early 20s, so he's getting a chance to get a flavor for it. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah, we probably, you and I have about the same amount of rings on the tree, Michael, when you think about 92 and 93. Are you able to compare the two a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, those 92, especially that 93 team, but they were just, superb teams. You look at up and down the roster and there's Hall of Famers, there's guys who were, really well established, major league contributors. The 92 team was kind of loaded with the pitching. The 93 was a little bit heavier loaded with hitting.
Yeah.
But nobody would look at either of those teams, and of course they'd come out of years of success. I mean, some heartbreak too, but they've been a contender in some shape or form every year since pretty much 85. Certainly maybe 84. Whereas this team, I look at it and look, I all of the people we have at Sportsnet who cover baseball and do an incredible job at it, like, they've done a great job of letting me know why this team is good. But, I still look at it and go, it's just kind of hard to believe that this is the group that's one game away from a World Series. No disrespect to anybody, but, up and down that lineup, there's guys who, certainly nobody picked them to win anything anyway, but nobody was predicting Ernie Clement or Nathan Lukes or, go on down the list. These guys would be not just on a World Series team roster, but, front and center contributors.
Yeah. When you have Lucas, Schneider, Clement, as you mentioned, Barger, and I mean, you can just go, there's a couple more guys. Again, it's hard to fathom that they are one win away. Michael Grange with us from Rogers Sportsnet, covers the Toronto Raptors, and that's what we're going to go with next. So Toronto and Cleveland, it's the start of this, the Emirates Cup again. Do you like this, Michael, the Emirates Cup thing?
Oh, I mean, I think it served a purpose. It's given the league a conversation starter during this time of the year, and I think it's been shown as the Cup gets closer to the final stages, the knockout round, so to speak. It gets pretty fun, and I think the games have been shown to be pretty high level competition, for November, December in the NBA. So I think it's certainly created, done its job. People are getting more familiar with it. Is it perfect? Probably not. Is it something like our fans like, kind of make it a point to go out and go to a buddy's house and watch it because it's a cup game? I don't think so. But as I said, as the group stage nears the end and the games have a little more pop to them, and certainly in the knockout stage, I think it's a fun thing to have going on.
what's the biggest problem with the Raptors right now, Michael, after 5 games? Is it team defense? Is that number one?
Yeah, I think broadly they without getting into some of the nuances of the roster construction, this group is not defending at the level they were expected to, and what I think they expected themselves to, and frankly that they need to. There's some different reasons for that, I think, and some of it is who they've been playing, but they need to. If you're going to be 29th in the NBA in defense, I mean, your season's over before it starts. And I don't think this is the 29th worst defensive team in the NBA. They've got their own merit these first five games here. But, I just think that they need to do better, be better at what they should be decent at, and things should correct at least somewhat in the next little bit.
Would you say it's a collective, about more effort in trying to be more cognizant of the will more than structure? Where are you at with that defensively?
I think I'm not going to say will, because I don't think it's because guys are just coasting around and not interested. I think if anything, in some cases, it's almost the opposite. They're trying to do too much. This team wants to be very disruptive, wants to create opportunities for their offense from their defense. They want to be aggressive in pursuing the ball and often sending two to the ball. But if anything, it's been a little bit to a fault. So, Dr. Rakovich was talking about this yesterday. There's kind of a fine art to pressuring the ball, especially up the floor. Like, you want to be there, you want to corral the player, you want to kind of contain where they can go. But if you get too close and try to be too aggressive, that almost turns into the ball handler's favor, certainly at the NBA level. And next thing you know, you're beat, and it's a 5-on-4 or 4-on-3 situation with a lot of floor to work with, and that's death. So they've got to be. I don't think they're going to get away anytime soon from being aggressive and pressuring, but they've got to do it in a little bit more measured fashion, if that makes sense. And I think what you have seen is the choices and timing of some doubles have been a little suspect. And, if you're going to leave one guy to go double another, well, very clearly somebody's open. And so if you do it at the wrong time or do it from the wrong angle, or you're a little late in getting there, then you haven't created any stress on the ball handler, but you've left him a wide open teammate to pass to, which, he's either going to have a chance to score, or he's going to force rotation and someone else is going to be open. So there's been a fair amount of that, which I just put down as sloppiness and early season, maybe some recognition that needs to get better. And then in transition, they've been caught in no man's land a lot. They want to go to the offensive boards. They want to gain extra possessions that way. But if again, it's a little bit like I was just talking about. If your timing's not good, if you're not fully committed, or and then again, you can get caught up floor, and you're creating an easy, fast break opportunity for the other team. So. These things are correctable, right? Like, you can do better at any of these things with the people that are on this roster. So that's the standard they've got to be held to. If I suspect it should improve, but if it doesn't, I mean, there's big problems.
Sportsnet's Michael Grange with us on the Kevin Karius Show on Sports 1440. So you touched on the offense and that transition, Michael. Are you surprised? I mean, they're better than middle of the pack offensively, where, last year they were near the back of the pack. Has it surprised you at all, or is this something that maybe you thought was going to be coming along here, with what they have talent-wise?
Well, when you add Brandon Ingram, right, who's an offensive player first and foremost, and when he's on his game is as effective an offensive player as there is in the game, you should be better offensively. And that's certainly been the case. I mean, I think there's still more room to grow. They haven't really got much from their bench. I think Emmanuel Quickly is he's starting to show some signs of feeling a little more comfortable shooting the ball. And, he's got a lot on his shoulders. But between Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and RJ Barrett, each of them are off to fantastic starts, really high efficiency, great shooting. And, I don't think that all three of them will continue at quite that level. They're all kind of at career best marks for efficiency, at least. I still think that there's more room to grow from, I think, get more contribution from the bench. Again, quickly kind of stepping up his game and, presumably soon enough, Jakob Poeltl being healthy. So in that context, I think the offense has shown it can be an at least middle of the pack offense. And if they can get their defense, I think in their minds, they were going to be a top 10 defense. If they can get to anywhere near that level, at least middle of the pack, then all of a sudden the math says you're kind of a team that's going to win somewhere between 40 and 46 games, maybe a little bit more. And that's where the Raptors, I think, were realistically pegged. But they've got it's easier said than done.
What have you thought about the bench so far in the early going here, Michael?
Yeah, just not very good. It's interesting. So much of the excitement around the bench was based on some of the performance last year. But keep in mind, last year was almost like a free year for those guys. So if you're Jacoby Walter or Ochai Agbaji or Jamal Shed, each of whom have played well at times, but just not, game in, game out. It's only been 5 games. But each of those guys with the Raptors kind of really playing for the draft and having so many injuries, they all got big chunks of playing time, very consistent chunks of playing time. Sometimes they were starting. At the worst, they were coming off the bench playing 20, 25 minutes. And so that's a much easier situation, especially playing on a team where winning is a little bit secondary. Certainly was a little bit secondary for most of last year. Now they're in a situation where the team is much deeper. There is a very established, starting lineup. And so your minutes are going to come much more sporadically, shorter. And, and so the expectation, so I think that's been an adjustment for some of those guys. How do I really impact the game playing, 8 minutes a half, I'm not going to, and if I'm not playing well those 8 minutes, I might not play 8 minutes in the second half. So that's, I think, where they're at. They're still very young players. Jacoby Walters was pretty ill there for a week or so. I think each of Grady Dick, Jamal Shed, even Jamison Battle have had some nice moments in games, but as a group, they haven't done it, game in, game out. And that's where they need to get to. And that's where this team needs them to get to.
One area of your article, Michael, on sportsnet.ca is something that we discussed with our kind of basketball guru around here, Paul Sir, about the size of the Raptors. And you mentioned it in your article. And again, your line is you don't have to be a basketball Nostradamus to look at the roster and see that being a problem. What do you think about that situation moving forward with this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's potentially a problem, right? And it's particularly a problem when Jakob Poeltl is either hurt, as he is tonight against Cleveland, or kind of limited by this back problem that's proven to be a bit more persistent than expected. All of a sudden when you're pressuring up the floor and you don't have a smart, pretty mobile 7-footer kind of taking care of some of the mistakes that inevitably happen at the rim, well, those turn into easy layups or dunks. And I think the fact that you don't have a ton of depth at center is one problem. And then they're not a big team overall, right? Like, they run small at point guard. I think Scotty Barnes for sure plays big, but, he's not a classic power forward. They only have the 1 7-footer on the roster. And the NBA has kind of trended back towards big a little bit. Small ball was definitely, the kind of overriding theme of the past 3-4 years, especially during the regular season. But, we've seen teams that the teams that are really serious about winning have, if anything, loaded up on their bigs, just because, you're going to have to go through some big teams to get deep in the playoffs. So, and they just happen to have played Dallas, which is one of the biggest front lines in the league. San Antonio, which, with Victor Wembanyama alone, is a giant team. They just played, so there's, and then Cleveland tonight, I mean, they're lucky Jared Allen looks like he's going to be out, but, Evan Mobley's a really good young big. So, again, like no team is perfect. Certainly a team that's at best projected to be maybe a first round playoff team or a mid 40s win team is automatically going to have flaws. This is a Raptors flaw, but they've got to find a way to work around it, or else that's otherwise the season kind of is over before it starts.
Hey, Michael, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate when you come on here on Sports 1440. Enjoy the game tonight. It's going to be tough going up against the Jays, but in a couple more days, she's all basketball and hockey in Toronto. Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Michael Grange. Rogers Sportsnet covers the Raptors. And our game of the day brought to you by St. Albert Dodge. Again, the Jeep Wrangler 1500, 0% for up to 72 months. Check it out, stalbertdodge.com. When we come back, we'll get to some Oilers sound from last night. Evan Bouchard was interviewed. Darnell Nurse was interviewed. Obviously, head coach Chris Knobloch, as Donnie P. mentioned earlier at the sports update in the break. Also, just coming down as well, that some changes in Miami with the Dolphins as they have dismissed general manager Chris Grier, but they are keeping on. They are keeping on head coach Mike McDaniel, for the remainder of the season. That comes from Adam Schefter. Donnie P., this is your team. It's a debacle of monumental proportions. They were pumped. They were taken to the intersection of Pound Town and Pump City last night. You've got to be concerned.
Concerned? No, this is the best news I've heard all day. Is Chris Grier's fire. This just made my day. This made my weekend.
Really?
One of the worst GMs in football. He has been god-awful. Look at their recent first-round picks, okay? So Kenneth Grant, statistically for PFF, is one of the worst interior defensive linemen in football right now.
And who is pardon me?
He was their first round
pick.
Pick.
But there was who were the couple guys ahead of him that they didn't take?
There's a bunch of, they could have taken so many different guys. Yeah, but
I got to look at that.
Look at pretty much everybody later in the draft was a hit, and so far, listen, it's early. Kenneth Grant could become a good football player still, but this is early in his rookie season. But he's statistically not been very good so far. Their whole D lineman hasn't been any good. But they've missed on first round pick after first round pick after first round pick. You look at all their depth picks; they don't hit on any of them.
The guy it didn't come to mind was Tyler Warren.
Yeah, they could have taken Tyler Warren.
Next pick. Yeah.
There was a lot of guys that they could have taken and probably should have taken, but they reached on a D lineman and it hasn't worked so far.
The video that I saw, sorry to interrupt, Donnie. Yeah. The video that I saw was the Colts war room.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know
now?
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's the Colts war room, and they're all going, what? And then,
there was a lot of ways they could have went with their first round pick. They had a lot of needs to address, and they thought they addressed one of them. I'm not going to pen this all on, the picking of Kenneth Grant, because Chris Grier's missed on a lot of picks, and he's made a lot of really bad decisions as a general manager. And listen, I think keeping Mike McDaniel, some people are going to get on me for this. I think it's the right move. I do Mike McDaniel is first team all not my fault. Mike McDaniel is given, this is, when you look at it, Chris Grier gets it's all about getting one position of, we'll have all the flashy skill players in the world, and then we won't beef up the trend. We won't have, the offensive line is terrible. There is nothing of note on that offensive line, that no saving graces. You look at their secondary, it's awful. It's appalling. You look at their defensive line right now, it's appalling. Yeah. Mike McDaniel, I'm sorry, can he go out and play corner? Can he go out and play on the offensive line and stop Tua from getting sacked? Tua's been struggling. It's not Mike McDaniel's fault. This, for me, is a large roster construction issue. Thank God my weekend is saved.
Well, because they're not playing this weekend.
Also that.
Oh, we got two big games, Donnie. We got to look at it. Maybe we'll touch on that too here as well. We can also do that at 10:20, Donnie. Two big games. I know which one I'm leaning to. Donnie. And then we got to do the Sunday night or two. We don't have to, I can go Sunday night if I want right off the hop, Donnie. All right.
Whatever you want to do.
And you can take Sunday night as well for the second pick. You know what I mean? We don't have to do the afternoon games. 1-2. Like if I take an afternoon game, you can take the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whatever works.
I just want you to feel comfortable here because you're
feel,
down 1-0 already.
I feel plenty comfortable,
Yeah,
Kev.
okay.
After what I just heard, nothing can slow me down the rest of the day.
The Kevin Karius Show is presented by Sports Select, and we're talking about the odds that Eddie Steele threw out. It's Jacksonville -3 at Las Vegas, Kansas City -2.5 at Buffalo. We're presented by Sports Select. And again, you don't like the QR codes, they still got the paper selection slip. Go to your local lotto spot retailer. It's 100% legal. You got to be 18 plus. Please play responsibly. We're back right after the break on Sports 1440, also streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Carve out for a cause at the Jason Greger Pizza Pig Out, presented by GS Construction. Thursday, November 6th at the Canadian Ice House. Indulge in unlimited pizza from amazing local pizzerias while you help raise some dough for kids' sport. Then vote for your favorite slice to help crown the People's Choice Award winners. Tickets to join Edmonton's biggest and best adult pizza party are just $30. Head to jasongregerpizzapigout.com for more details and to buy tickets.
You wanted local sports on weekends. Saturday mornings at 9, check out the Saturday Sports Setup, where we'll tee up what's happening on the weekend sports scene. Tune in Saturday morning at 9 on Sports 1440.
At Fountain Tire, get up to 15% off select tires, up to $125 off a set of 4 select Goodyear tires, and $50 off $150 service until December 13th. Restrictions apply. Book today. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Albertans celebrate a bounty of beautiful places to visit, boundless adventures to take, all in driving distance. And Sherwood Honda has the fuel-efficient vehicle that helps you go even further and appreciate more. Hybrid CRVs and Civics mean more thanks in your tanks, more great trips to be grateful for. And of course, Sherwood Honda is thankful for the chance to help you get there. It's a beautiful time of year, and it sure would be nice to hit the road with Sherwood Honda.
The Lawnmower Hospital. Finish up the season with the Lawnmower Hospital and Ego, the #1 rated battery-powered platform. Ego lawnmowers are easy to use, powerful, and efficient. Transfer the battery to the pressure washer and clean the house. Don't forget the air blowers for when the leaves fall. Get Ego at the Lawnmower Hospital. Power beyond belief. Visit lawnmowerhospital.com. We're more than repairs. We're more than mowers. The Lawnmower Hospital.
Portions of this hour brought to you by Sports Select. Playing Sports Select is easy. Visit sportselect.com and generate a QR code or check out their how to play videos for step-by-step guidance. Sportselect.com, 100% legal, must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly.
Wow, Donnie P, Psycho Killer. Have you, when you came in, did you have all of these ready to go, or did you have to go through the Halloween library?
A little bit of each. I've made sure to go through the Halloween library to kind of get everything a little more prepped in that sense. But I was thinking about Psycho Killer. I was thinking about some of the like Watching You and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Keeping all the creepy themed songs.
So we never really got to ask both you guys, you and Josh, your thoughts on my ode to Sam Wilness, dressing up as our intern Sam for Halloween here.
Very accurate.
Well, I couldn't find the brown.
About as accurate as you can get without a brown wig and not having braces. Obviously, Sam doesn't have braces anymore.
No,
but like
that's when we first met him, right?
Yeah,
he had braces for what, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. He didn't come in the morning. He got him off.
All I can say is I never dressed as Donnie for Halloween.
Never dressed as me for Halloween.
Never dressed as Josh for Halloween. Liam the intern could have been okay because that's you get the red beard.
Toasty.
Yeah, toasty. Kate probably not, I guess. But
Yeah, you definitely didn't want to.
well, you get a big red wig and the glasses, you know.
I guess so. I mean, I would have just thought you were Wendy from the obvious restaurant.
Kate's the only intern that brought, or maybe Liam did. I don't think you guys did. Maybe you did, Josh. Donnie never brought in anything.
Yeah, I brought in stuff all the time.
Donnie hasn't brought anything in.
Well, Donnie's not as cool as me.
I know. But I thought it was a pretty nice gesture to honor our good pal Sam. Almost did Liam again here, but our good pal Sam, the intern. Sam, the record man.
Sam, the record
I could have
man.
got some records, maybe pasted them on my jacket.
There you go.
I was trying to find an Arizona Diamondbacks logo too.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
jersey yesterday. That
he
was good.
always wears that Diamondbacks thing.
Yeah.
I my favorite part was the toque.
Well, I couldn't find. Do you think he knew something was up yesterday when
Yes.
I said, did he?
No
I
way.
don't think.
No, there's no way.
No way.
And he's in here right away in about 15 minutes, correct or not?
Yeah, something around
Do you think
that
he'll
time.
come in? Should I put the costume back on for 10 o'clock? Hey,
Yeah.
Gene Principe, maybe he's going to be dressed up at 10 o'clock.
There we go. Do you think he's going to be dressed as Sam?
No.
Sam the record.
No, but Gene, see this, like Gene, this is like nothing for him. Like he dresses up all the time. He has 40 Halloweens during the year, maybe more, 50, where
Yeah,
he's
it's
dressed up as some costume. This is like Halloween to Gene Principe is like
just another Friday.
It's Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, whatever. Oilers lost last night 4-3, as everyone knows. In overtime, they do get the 1 point. So they're just hovering around 500. Chicago in town here. I mean, we talked about Evan Bouchard a lot over the course of the morning. Obviously quite active on our text line last night after the game, this morning. No question about that. He has to find a way to bounce back tomorrow and start to build his game. And it's funny when you say build your game, that's everything is confidence there. He has to start to get some confidence back because he's got none right now. Leon Draisaitl yesterday was the first out of the chute, I believe, in post-game interviews. Leon obviously not happy with the result. And when Leon's not happy, that shows in post-game interviews. And if you saw his post-game interview on Sportsnet last night, it was pretty quick out of the hopper. You could see that. And you saw him being short with reporters and answering, we call them short answers, and saying things like, I already said that 2 or 3 times. But anyway, here is that interview from last night following the 4-3 overtime loss.
Be honest, in your mind, what do you think turned for you in the game there when you look back at it?
It's just like not clean enough with the puck. Turnovers just kind of turned the game a little bit. So yeah, just have to clean that up.
It's been a pretty common refrain this year is tidying things up and such. We're pretty far into the season here. Are you surprised that's not getting a little better?
Yeah, I mean, it's times now to clean that up.
You know, the overtime goal, how did it break down for you coming back with Miller going in?
It's just a tough angle, and obviously he was coming in, made a nice move and scored.
I know you guys took a step forward last game. You were happy with the way things finished off. Do you feel you got back to that at all tonight, or was it?
Yeah, the first 40 were decent. It was pretty good, and then turnovers just kind of turned the game.
When you work hard to get the lead like that, is it more deflating to kind of give them an easy one?
Yeah, it's just self-inflicting mistakes. That's all it is. It's nothing magical that the other teams are doing. It's just we're beating ourselves right now. So yeah, something we have to clean up.
On the late power play, looked like there was blood, but it wasn't a double blood.
No, not sure. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, it is what it is.
What do you think on the 4-on-3 in overtime? Did you like how it kind of went for you guys, or are you looking for a better look?
Just looking for more looks, obviously. Yeah, wasn't good enough.
Like the other teams do score goals, that's the way it works. Do you feel like they're having to work hard enough for their goals against you guys in this situation? The third period tonight.
Like I said 3 times, no turnovers turned the game. So no. Yeah.
That's Leon Draisaitl last night following the 4-3 loss. Also interviewed last night was Evan Bouchard. So too was Darnell Nurse. I think we'll maybe go to Bouchard late. And well, let's go to Bouchard right now, Donnie. Let's go to Bouchard right now. He answered a lot of the same questions. And again, when you're doing the post-game scrums, these guys they're just so livid. They're just unhappy, and they should be. But they got to stand and up there and answer these questions. That's the way it goes. And sometimes the questions don't come out the way the reporters want them. Sometimes the answers obviously are not the way that the reporter wants to hear the answer. Here was Evan Bouchard last night.
Yeah, a couple of teams to be turnover. Certainly, you guys again. Maybe just a thought. I know you had a few of them. Just a thought on the importance of figuring out a way to cut these out.
Yeah, cutting them out is definitely going to be big. When one turnover happens, we got to not let it turn into 2, 3 in a row.
We've had there's been a few games this year where this has been a theme for you, where just some turnovers that lead to goals against. I know it happens to everybody, but does it feel like it's happening a little more this year for you? And why do you think that might be?
Yeah, obviously it's happening a little more. That second turnover that led to a goal. And not really trying to make a play. It's off a stick and the back of our net. So that's definitely got to get cleaned up. But playing harder is going to have to be something that I do.
How did the overtime goal break down from your view?
Yeah, Miller came in with speed. We switched a little late in the net. Yeah, that was my thought there. Yeah, I guess it switched obviously too late.
Like everybody's seen when the games matter, that's when you play your best. And early in the year, sometimes it necessarily hasn't been there. Can you explain how, like, most key times that you can be one of the best guys and never make any mistakes, and then early in the year just seems to bite you a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to tell you there. Game 11, that those games 1 or 2, maybe those turnovers. Okay, game 11, that's not okay. So we're gonna have to clean that up.
You're a confident player. You've done a lot of things in this league. Is that part of your game okay, or does that kind of get eroded a little bit?
Obviously, your confidence is up and down. I think it is for every player. You just got to find a way to battle through it.
Maybe a thought on your power play that you guys did have the opportunity in overtime. Like, did you that top unit? Did you wanting better looks than you got? You think?
Yeah, definitely 4-on-3, especially. We had one great look. That's not enough in minute 20.
Side note, Adam Henry, first guy ever to get a silver stick for the Oilers. I don't know if you've ever seen one up close. I'm just giving your thoughts on that accomplishment for him and the hard work he got.
Yeah, it's amazing accomplishment. I'm getting to know Rico for a while now. It doesn't surprise me. He's played 1,000 the way he plays on the ice. Teammate he is in the locker room. We're looking forward to many more with him.
I lost in the shuffle a couple of things last night, and one of them was Adam Henrique's ceremony pregame to receive the silver stick. Also got the Tiffany crystal painting picture kind of thing, and lots of flowers, hugs, and pictures at center ice. It's an amazing accomplishment. If you were at the game, I don't know if you, and maybe they showed the same shot on Rogers on the broadcast, but at the game, the kids, Adam Henrique's kids stole the show. There was kind of a little pose, and they had Oiler jackets on, and then Matthias Ekholm was one of the guys that presented the kids with $1,000 or 1,000 game jerseys, which was pretty cool. But the kids, they really stole the show there for sure. And then, Matt Savoy, your first NHL goal. Adam Henrique gets the assist on that. So does Leon Draisaitl. So that's a big deal for, a young guy from St. Albert. Again, he's still trying to find his way. And there's so many guys on this team right now that are still trying to find their way. They're The Oilers have to look at a lot of things right now. And I mean, 11-7, would you go, you'd be crazy to go 11-7 again on tomorrow, would you? I mean, Noah Philp has David Tomashik outplayed guys in, that like a Noah Philp. Don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, there's certain instances on the ice where Tomashik is there, obviously on the power play and things like that. But I mean, Philp is, he's got to get back in the lineup here, in my opinion. Top of the hour, we got Gene Principe. Every day is Halloween for Gene. Before that, time now for a Sports 1440 update brought to you by Loca Quality Market. Not your average grocery store. We're a butcher, a baker, a cafe, a deli, a rotisserie, pizzeria, all under one roof. Shop local at loca.ca. Here's Donnie P.
The Sports 1440 update.
World Series Game 6 tonight, live from Toronto. The Jays, of course, and Dodgers. It will be Kevin Gausman starting on the bump for the Jays and Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers. Of course, first pitch getting underway just after 6 o'clock. 3 games on in the NHL tonight. It is the Avs traveling to Vegas. The Caps host the Islanders, and the Red Wings clash with the Anaheim Ducks. Some NFL news. The Miami Dolphins are parting way with general manager Chris Greer and Travis Hunter, the star corner / wide receiver. He's going to miss at least 4 weeks with a knee injury. Coming up on Sports 1440, Sportsnet's Gene Principe, right after the break. I'm Donovan Paulson. That's your Sports 1440 update.
Sports 1440, Stingray radio station. CKJR broadcasts from West Edmonton Mall and Wetaskiwin.
Download the free Stingray music app and listen wherever you go.
Mr. Rooter meets a ghost. 1 plunge, 2, and 3. A toilet clogged with a ghost? Man, I love plumbing. You're free now.
I will never find peace. The clog is fixed, yes, but I have never trusted the sump pump.
No problemo. I can fix that. Now go to the light, you little scamp.
Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
To resolve your unfinished plumbing business, trust one plumber, Mr. Rooter.
Want some good news? St. Albert Dodge is holding the biggest sale of the year on their in-stock Ram 1500 Sports. Every single one on the lot is discounted by a whopping $14,000. Yeah, 14 grand. And St. Albert Dodge has the best selection in Alberta. Over 90 Ram 1500 Sports to choose from with great packages, including the Night Edition and GT models, all $14,000 off the ticket price. Get down there and see how easy it is to do business at St. Albert Dodge.
Come for Canada's largest trade shows, the biggest names in entertainment, exhilarating sporting events, and more. And stay for the experience at the Edmonton Expo Centre. Looking for the perfect place to host your next big event? From trade shows to galas, meetings, and concerts, the Edmonton Expo Centre has the space, event expertise, and service to make your next event unforgettable. With over 522,000 square feet of flexible event space, in-house catering, and operational expertise, they bring your biggest vision to life. Learn more at EdmontonExpoCenter.com today.
Whoa, who turned off all the lights?
Experience the new charcoal menu at Booster Juice.
Charcoal menu?
Introducing the Eclipse Smoothie, Blackout Booster Mixer, and Midnight Booster Ball.
Where's that voice coming from?
Dark and delicious, made with activated charcoal.
Can we please turn the lights back on?
Sorry, I'm just excited about the new charcoal menu.
Wow, that is good.
Right? Available now, only at Booster Juice.
At Leading Edge Physiotherapy, we believe that life shouldn't hurt. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't know that sometimes it really hurts. I mean, we've seen people at their worst moments in life, when they feel they have nowhere to turn, or at a time when they felt like their problem just wouldn't ever go away. We've also seen people who thought to themselves, it'll just go away on its own, or this is no big deal. I don't want to bother anyone about this. Don't know where to turn to, or think it's no big deal? Either way, we have the technology, techniques, and skills to help you get back to it, whatever your it may be. Life shouldn't hurt. LeadingEdgePhysio.com.
Diablo Boots sells only Canadian-made work and biker boots made by Canada West. No American or boots made in China, so no tariffs. All of Diablo's boots have replaceable soles and heels for longer life. Sizes 6 to 14 triple E. Buy quality, buy Canadian. And support Canada West and Diablo, the two best names in the boot business. So save on boots by Save On Foods. That's Diablo Boots, 3340 Gateway Boulevard on the east side of Save On Foods. Buy Canadian. They're terrific.
Need the perfect ride? The Golf Cart people have it. They offer a wide selection of new and used models from top brands like Club Car, Yamaha, and E-Z-Go. Whether it's a lifted cart for adventure or a sleek ride for the course, they'll find your match. Customize with accessories or choose a ready-to-go option. Trusted by Albertans since 1997 for quality. Visit golfcartpeople.com to find your cart and hit the road or fairway your way.
Just in time for the morning skate. This is the Kevin Karius Show on Sports 1440.
All right, welcome back to the big program. 10:01 in Edmonton. Kevin Karius, Donnie P with you. We got Josh Fenwick. Time now for the Puck Report, brought to you by Fountain Tire. Hey, it's a tire changeover time, and right now at Fountain Tire, you can save up to 15% on select tires. It's a perfect excuse to get road ready and save a little cash. Check them out at fountaintire.com. As we welcome in Gene Principe from Rogers Sportsnet. I got to get Gene punched up here on my computer to see him. I got my costume back in that we had at the beginning of the show, and I'm dressed as Sam, our intern. And I just went on, and Gino, I see now, is Jason Voorhees, Gino?
Yeah, I've got my Jason Voorhees going. I heard you and Eddie earlier on, and I listened to you guys with Spec, and I thought I couldn't find my hot dog uniform or outfit. I'll have that ready tonight for the kids, but I like the Jason Voorhees because I heard you guys talking about scary movies, and that's certainly one that, oh gosh, Donald Trump. Yeah, you know what? I actually remember that. Speaking of Halloween, Kevin,
Oh, no. Oh, I got her now. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Gino, it comes up a second later for me.
Yeah, I remember that Donald Trump mask. That was the inauguration. I think it was November of 2017, and my son had actually dressed up as Donald Trump for Halloween. So I wore that mask, and I think about it now, and it just seems like I don't even know what word to use, but maybe inappropriate. Maybe I'll start with that. It seems a little strange to be thinking about wearing that now, considering what's going on in the world. But back then, I think it was okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a good job by Josh here. And he's got up, again, it comes in a little later for me, but I got the hot dog
really
one,
nice.
The hearts you got, that was obviously for Valentine's Day, Gino.
Yeah, I remember that. That was Carolina. Yeah, that was that tied into Milan Lucic that night. And I remember the Donald Trump one was Cam Talbot. Cam Talbot was a net back then, and he had kind of built his own wall, and the Oilers were trying to trump the Wild. And yeah, oh my gosh, long time ago, my friend.
Yeah, but this is perfect that we got you on because, as I said, I mean, you think about it. In a season where you probably do 65 to 70 games, does that be about right?
Yeah, that's right.
You probably have between all the costumes, your props. You know, I said you got to have 40 to 50. Like sometimes you don't do it every night, but
that's right. Yeah,
so you got to have a lot of props. It's like you're like the Mr. Dress Up Tickle Trunk, Gino.
And it's funny. I won't call it pressure is trying to put a roof over your head, trying to put food on the table. I mean, that's real life pressure. This is fun pressure. People like, because people a lot of times in the summer are like, oh, I wonder what you're going to do next game, or are you already thinking about what you're going to do this season? And so your mind's already kind of wandering to that. So, and sometimes it's easy. Yesterday, tying in the Blue Jays was a natural. Our company owns the Jays, and everybody's, excited about baseball. So sometimes it's easy, Kevin. Well, you know what it's like, and sometimes it flows, and sometimes it's a bit more of a challenge.
When you that hot dog costume, that's probably like, how many road games have you had to use that on?
Yeah, there's been a couple. I think whenever this is all done for me, I mean, that's kind of the guy. Like, I'll go to schools and read, and sometimes kids will go, oh, that's the hot dog guy. Like, with social media and the way things are now, things live on forever. When you and I got started, if you didn't see it, the next day people might be talking about it at the water cooler, and that's it. It was over and done with. But that's not the way it goes these days. So that hot dog's always on standby, because it's kind of a personal favorite. I just sort of bought it on a whim one day, and next thing you know, I've had it and used it periodically over about the last 15 years.
Gene Principe, Rogers Sportsnet, with us on Sports 1440. So besides the hot dog one, have you got a couple like on top of mind that you've liked, again, with the props, and maybe you had to put on some sort of a hat or whatever it is?
Yeah. You know what, Kevin? I think one of my personal favorites was, for various reasons, you remember Todd McClellan. Of course, you know Todd, better than I do. And when he was hired by the Oilers, I'd always thought when he played the Sharks for a first time, I wanted to do a bit called The Todd Father. And as luck would have it, the Oilers had won, I think, 4 in a row when Edmonton was getting ready to face San Jose. And so I thought, okay, it's kind of perfect timing. It's great to have ideas, but sometimes they don't really apply depending on what the results are for the team that you cover. But this one worked out timing wise. And I got a buddy of mine, David Burt, who's a member of the military and handles the trumpet very well, to play the theme of The Godfather. I dressed up as an Italian, which wasn't too much of a stretch. We had a little biccherino, we had a cannoli there, and it was a ton of fun. And I remember that one quite well because of, I guess, my heritage and involved music and somebody else. So that's one of my favorites anyways. And I remember a couple of days later, it's amazing, Kevin. I know you were talking about Chris Knobloch earlier in coaching. Todd says to me, goes, what's like this thing, the Todd Father? Like, I kind of heard about it, but I'm not really sure. They're so into their job that oftentimes they some things that you think they might know about, they don't, because they're worried about the last game, the next game, and what's moving forward for them when it comes to coaching a hockey team.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, totally off topic, because you mentioned your heritage and all that, and it's triggered something with me. And it was that party. Was it your 40th birthday party, Gino? I can't remember where it was in the room. And your dad was there, and you brought. Now, was that grappa, or was it some sort of a different wine, or what?
Yeah, it was a wine. One of my dad's favorite things, by the way, when we talk about people in the Italian culture that have passed away, we always say Bonanima, which means good soul. So, my dad, Bonanima, a good soul, loved his wine. And one of the great things, like, my dad was never one to give gifts. For him, he would give you sausage that they made, or olives, or wine. I mean, it wasn't about going out to a store, for example, and getting something and then giving that to a person. For him, he took so much pride in what he made at home, and he loved the idea of sharing it with people. And he brought, it was at Commonwealth Stadium, and my cameraman, Corey Blashill, with some help from Dwayne Mandrusiak, set up a surprise birthday party, if you can believe it, in what was then Eskimos dressing room. We had a blast, and my dad brought wine for everybody, and it was such a great night for my mom and dad, and of course my wife set it all up. And yeah, it was a great memory, and it ties into our background and what he liked to do when it came to sharing gifts with people.
Yeah. Well, and I remember because I got a bottle, and I think he told me that he said, like, this isn't your like 13.5% wine.
Yeah.
There was some,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was strong stuff. And, when, my dad passed away and you start looking through the house, he had all of his wine stuff with him still. In fact, we made wine, and not to go too deep into it, but we made wine a few months before he passed away, and we still have some of it. And I kept all of his wine stuff because the press and the different funnels that he had. I mean, he took a lot of pride and enjoyment in making wine. And so I'm not, unfortunately, as good at it as he is, but through some family, we'll try and continue that tradition.
Yeah. So Halloween again. So, I mean, it's a big day for you as well. But it's like we said, it's like a Monday for you.
It's Halloween. It's Monday. I love getting dressed up when the schedule used to come out, Kevin, and you and I used to work together and do games on Oilers pay-per-view. When the schedule would come out, a couple of the things that I would look at, I would often look at Christmas, of course, kind of see what the schedule was, kids' birthdays. And then Halloween was always right up there because it was such a great night to be around the kids and to be able to go out. And certainly in Edmonton, it looks like we've got a good night for it tonight. We've had winter storms and blizzards. We've had plus 10 or 12, and tonight we're somewhere in between. And I love it. It's just a great night. I loved it as a kid and still as an adult.
Gene Principe with us on Sports 1440. I pegged the game yesterday, Gene, as a nightmare on 104th Avenue after what we saw in the third period, and taking 2 points away and just getting one. But we've seen this story, and you've been with this team longer than anyone, and you've seen, and you know these guys better than everyone. And I know for you, Gene, because when you develop a relationship with so many, with every guy, it's different for you than it is for other reporters. That's just a simple fact. So I know when you see these guys after a game and they're distraught, and I mean, they got to address the game, how they played, the miscues, especially, something like last night. It's you just feel crappy in there.
Yeah.
And, so maybe just touch on that and how, they always say there's no cheering in the press box, and we all know that. Your role is a little different, but you've been with these guys for 25 plus years, not these guys, but with the team. So it's just different. Maybe just sort of explain that if you can, Gino.
Yeah, I think you're bang on, Kevin. I think one of the things that happens when you spend so much time around a team is that you sometimes you look at them as people before players. And I get fans watching at home, and certainly last night in the third period, it looked like it looked like Edmonton was on its way to victory, and then suddenly it was an overtime loss. And I remember particularly, back in the day of the Taylor Halls and the Jordan Eberleys, and there was such defeat, and they looked so defeated. Often early times in a season, by December, they were already in a very difficult situation to make the playoffs. And, I felt like giving them a hug, not asking them a tough question. And I'm not sure that makes me a great reporter or anything like that, but it does make me someone who understands what's underneath the jersey and the shoulder pads. And like Evan last night was a perfect example of that. I don't want to get too dramatic, but you can see the guy's hurting. Like he's struggling with what's going on. I mean, this is an elite defenseman who has had unbelievable playoff runs and really has always solidified his defensive game, especially at the most important time of the year, the playoffs. And yet it's been a run right now. And I listened to the scrum that I was in last night, and it's tough going for him. And it seems like his mistakes are, as he said, ending up in the back of the net, and they're not able to kind of outscore them or I don't know if outwork is the right way, but they had a power play late that went into overtime. if they score that goal, then the tension is a bit eased and the questions are answered, but not maybe as pointed. And so Evans, it's tough for Evan. And Darnell Nurse said the other day, like, none of this is because of a lack of effort. It's not like they're not trying. But he said the process has to be better. And last night was an example of that. So it is tough for me because I got my oldest son is Evan's age, and I imagine, my son standing there, just sort of being questioned about his job as a teacher, which is what he is. So I get it. Like I know that they're professionals and results-driven business, but it's hard for me not to, have my heart get involved and see that these guys are having a tough time with it, and want better and know that they can be better, and I think we all believe will be.
Yeah. What about for you, Gino? Again, you worked in Toronto, the Blue Jays tonight. I mean, could you imagine working in Toronto, being in that market right now and broadcast?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I'm glad you asked me that. It's kind of, I was always a baseball fan back. Both you and I used to do late night shows, and I was really big into baseball. And then, over the years, I've always still enjoyed the game, and but maybe haven't been as in tune with who the starting left fielder is, or starting pitchers for. I don't want to say the Yankees, for example, but maybe the Milwaukee Brewers, who are another good team. But it's kind of recaptured my love for the game. And I actually worked in Toronto. It was 30 years ago, 1995, when I started there. So I got there just after the World Series, back-to-back victories. And they were, after reaching that level of eliteness, they were, you can only go one way, and that's on the decline. And it was fun. I loved covering baseball back then, and going down to batting practice and interviewing Jays for our 6 o'clock show. And so it's been great. I certainly have been tuned in and have been watching and made it through with a couple of quick naps through the 18 inning game a few nights ago. And I'm very excited between Halloween and being around the house and handing out candy and watching the Jays. I think it's going to be a great night. And I think, it's another example of, I remember Daryl Sutter used to say, like, sports and sometimes religion really can, I know in some ways separate people, but they also bring them together. And I think sports in this case with the Jays has really done that.
Are you handing out candy tonight wearing the Jason Voorhees mask, Gino?
Yeah, that's the plan for tonight. Kids, I've gone to houses before, and I was thinking you guys were talking about scary movies. I remember Nightmare on Elm Street was really the scary movie for me, and my kids like to take me to scary movies because even when the door creaks, I jump. And so tonight, I've been to houses where people actually scare the kids, and I kind of like that, but I just don't have it in me. So I want to be part of the Halloween tradition, but not necessarily scare the kids when they come to the door.
Yeah, I think that's the best part, to scare the kids. Like, I picture you know what, like in Happy Gilmore, when he opened the door and the grandma had the mask, the Gene Simmons mask on.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a mask for you there, Gino. Open the door and just have that tongue hanging out.
Yeah, I should get one of those. Actually, I met Gene Simmons. Remember when Edmonton used to have the Indy? He came in and he was the Grand Marshal, and I went to the airport and interviewed him. Anyways, one of my career highlights, just when we were talking here, was thinking about Gene Simmons. That would be a great costume to have that when you open the door, to have the Gene Simmons mask or a Kiss mask or something like that, scaring the kids. But I think it's great. It varies year to year how many kids we get. I would say it's been less and less over the years, but there's still a lot of diehard kids, young teenagers that roll through, and I love seeing their costumes. And it's a great. It's not a vacation, but it's a great kind of holiday without getting the day off, but being involved in something like this.
Well, I was telling you the other day, we got to unlock that video, and we were talking about our good friend, the John Sexsmith that passed away. He did a thing in the mid-90s with Louis DeBrusque.
Right.
You got to see the video. and Louis did they had lightning and thunder in the background, and Louis was doing his scary guy impersonation, and he was judging and rating all the scary movies. So you got to get that video somehow, man.
I gotta find that. Yeah, John. What a great guy. Incredibly creative, and you worked with him for a long time, and I worked around him for a long time. It's been something, to listen to people talk about John, and what a great impact. I always, one thing I would say about John, I always felt like John was a great Edmontonian. He really trumpeted the minor sports in this city and the city overall, and he did he did a great job and left a wonderful legacy behind with all the wonderful work that he did and was continuing to do.
Could you imagine, Gino, if they ever did like a game show or dueling puns and have you and Johnny on stage just going back and forth?
He was, I said this to Joanne, his wife, who I worked with a long time ago at A Channel. I used to get, more often than not, I get Craig Button in the last probably 5-10 years, but there was a time there kind of in the early 2000s into the early 2010s, people would often say to me, I know you're the guy off Global. And at first I would correct them. And then afterwards I was like, you know what, a bit of a badge of honor to be compared in any way, shape or form to John Saxsmith. But I often would get, I guess people just TV guy. And they would just say, oh, yeah, you're the guy on Global. You're the guy on Global. So I would say, yeah, I'm the guy on Global. So yeah, John was a wonderful guy. And that would be, as I said in our I guess, honor eulogy with Bob Stauffer, I said, I may be the prince of puns, but John Saxsmith will always be the king of puns. He was amazing at it.
That was great. You guys did a good job, Gino. Hey, thanks for this. Well, the other thing too, with you and Johnny both in the summertime when you guys would get so tanned up, I would call both of you guys the young George Hamilton.
Yeah, and you're in that too, because I've seen you in the summer as well.
Yeah. Hey, Gino, thanks for this. Really appreciate it. Enjoy Halloween. Enjoy the Jays game tonight, and we'll see you soon, pal.
Thanks, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, that's Gene Principe, Rogers Sportsnet, and the Puck Report, brought to you by Fountain Tire. And again, hey, quick heads up. It is tire changeover time. Right now at Fountain Tire, you can save up to 15% off select tires. Check them out at fountaintire.com. When we come back, we'll get to some open time. Donnie and I have to do our picks. Keep in mind, tonight, 6 o'clock, Sports 1440 will air the Toronto Blue Jays game. So if you're driving home late, maybe you're coming home from work late, got to get home for the trick and treaters, just turn her on. Joshy boy, you got the Blue Jays baseball. It's a Kevin Karius show with the almost Donnie P.
Just about.
Almost with Donnie P. Josh Fenwick on Sports 1440, presented by Sports Select. We're streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Carve out for a cause at the Jason Greger Pizza Pig Out, presented by GS Construction. Thursday, November 6th at the Canadian Ice House. Indulge in unlimited pizza from amazing local pizzerias while you help raise some dough for kids' sport. Then vote for your favorite slice to help crown the People's Choice Award winners. Tickets to join Edmonton's biggest and best adult pizza party are just $30. Head to jasongregerpizzapigout.com for more details and to buy tickets.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Strudley. How would you like to join me and the superstars of hockey on an exotic holiday? Join us on a 7-night cruise through the Mexican Riviera, leaving from Los Angeles and including Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and more. While we relax and cruise at tropical waters, you can attend an intimate meet and greet with legends like Bill Ranford, Fernando Pisani, Kelly Buckberger, Ron Lowe, Gene Principe, Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusque, and more. There's still time to get in on every hockey fan's dream cruise. Book now and save $500 per couple. The Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise. Price start at just $23.99. Part of the proceeds support the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer.
Visit cast.tours/Edmonton. Call 1-833-347-7678. Call now to book and save $500 per cabin when you mention promo code Stingray Radio. That's cast.tours, 1-833-347-7678.
hot coffee, hotter takes, and the sports stories that matter. Check out Kevin Karius weekday mornings from 7 to 11 on Edmonton's sports leader, Sports 1440. Be part of the conversation. 833-401-1440.
Getting in on the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
Looking for the perfect used ride? Now's the time. Drive away for as little as $25 bi-weekly. Go Auto has over 7,500 used vehicles in stock with something for everyone. From budget-friendly cars and road trip-ready SUVs to powerful work-ready trucks. With around 70 locations across Canada, your next vehicle is closer than you think. Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or buying for the first time, we've got the right ride at the right price. But don't wait. These deals won't stick around forever. Start shopping today at goauto.ca.
Miss golf during the off-season? Of course you do. So head to the Leduc Golf Club and try their state-of-the-art golf simulators. Perfect your swing, enjoy delicious food and beverages, and even book a lesson with one of the Leduc Golf Club pros. Whether you're a seasoned golfer or just starting, the Leduc Golf Club simulators offer a great way to keep your game sharp any time of the year. Call or visit the Leduc Golf Club today to book your spot and swing into action all year round.
With over 30 years of sports experience, this is the Kevin Karius Show, brought to you by Sports Select.
Bet on the original at sportselect.com. Please play responsibly.
Late last night. Oh, Donnie P. This is have you looked forward to this because of Halloween and picking the songs on Playlist Friday? And yes, we had a few requests, but we wanted to keep it a theme of Halloween. I mean, Warren Zevon, that's as good as it gets.
This is probably one of the more, it's always fun when you have a theme to pick your songs around.
Yes.
And, it's been a blast picking the songs today.
For our movie buff, Josh Fenwick, you know what movie that song is in? Tom Cruise?
Rain Man.
No.
Cocktail.
No.
The Outsider.
No.
There's a lot of Tom Cruise movies, man. Minority Report.
Come on now.
The Firm.
No.
Tropic Thunder.
No.
Definitely not Tropic
Thunder.
Thunder.
That's a good Tom Cruise movie.
No.
Well,
maybe you were going to say Cocktail, or did you say that?
I
already?
did say
Okay,
Cocktail.
no.
This is my second guess.
No, sorry. Out. Not Cocktail either.
Not Cocktail. Risky Business.
No.
It wouldn't be Interview with a Vampire, would it?
No. Donnie,
Eyes Wide Shut?
Keep going. No.
Far and Away.
No.
Damn.
833-401-1440. Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London. What Tom Cruise movie is it in? No looking, guys. No looking.
No looking.
Not looking.
You still don't know?
No.
There's a lot more time. It can't be in an
What if
action
I
movie.
told you it was one of the biggest actors of all time? Biggest actors of all time in the movie.
Tom Cruise has worked with a lot.
Oh,
of dudes.
no. Wait. With good old Jack Nicholson?
No.
Really?
No. What are you thinking of? A Few Good Men?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't A Few Good Men.
Well, listen, it's
don't
not
look
gonna
at
be
the
an
text
action
line
movie.
either, you bozos. Don't look at the text line.
Canva right now.
Donnie, don't look at the text. I know you're looking at the text
I'm
line.
not. I'm looking
We
at
got-
NHL stats, actually.
We got 5 guys right now.
5 guys who
that are. Dwayne's kind of correct, but
any of the Mission Impossible movies.
no,
Definitely not.
no
Like, it's not
Mission
Jack
Impossible.
Reacher, never
No.
go back.
No
Jack
Mission
Reacher, the
Impossible
first one.
movies.
Terrible movie. Jack
It's
Reacher
so
never
bad.
go back.
The show is way better. A lot of Tom Cruise movies. A lot of Tom Cruise movies.
Soccer.
I'll tell you what. Here, I'll give
It's
you one more
definitely
hint.
not Top
One more hint. Another. I'm just going to say another person that was in the movie was also in The Perfect Storm.
Oh, good God. There's a lot of people in The Perfect Storm. Diane Lane, that one guy.
Slurpy Sean, Top Gun. No, not
It
Top
wasn't
Gun.
Top Gun. Oh, God. Was he ever in a movie with Mark Wahlberg? No.
Rain Man.
I
no.
said Rain Man.
Yeah. Tinker says Rain Man. No. I love it when
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Oh, yeah. He was in there.
Magnolia.
No.
Damn.
Northside Adams says Outsiders. No.
Is this like his most niche movie?
Big actor, and it's not Minority Report.
No. Not Minority Report. No.
I said The Firm already.
Not The
Not
Firm.
The Firm.
No.
Good Boston movie.
Yeah.
This is riveting
again,
radio right now.
So the I know it is, but hey, we got like 15, 20 correct answers coming in. So the texters are loving it.
No Googling Tom Cruise. That's enough. I'm trying to keep you honest.
Hey, the other thing too, Donnie, we got to do a $50 GC as well.
Oh yeah, yes we do.
So we got to think of that. We got to do it right now. You want me to give you the answer of this?
Yeah, just fire it off.
On the snap, Vincent. On the snap, Vincent. There's your next clue.
When the hell did he play a guy?
On the snap, Vincent.
I'm gonna be honest, don't
Wasn't
remember Tom Cruise sports
Not
movie.
Vanilla Sky.
Oh, Days of Thunder.
No.
Damn.
On the snap, Vincent.
I got no clue, man. I got no clue, Kev.
Okay. What if I threw you, not Jerry Maguire, what if I threw you out one more clue? It's not a sequel, but it's a continuation of another movie.
Color of Money.
Yes. Hey.
Ron Paul Newman movie. God.
Yep. The wrong. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Color of Money on the snap. Vincent.
couldn't believe that.
So I was gonna. You would have got it if I would have said Fast Eddie Felser.
Yeah. God.
I wouldn't have gotten it either way.
Yeah.
I was. Oh man. Of course.
So
big,
the scene, Donnie, is he ends up taking the Balabushka, which was what the cube was named, and the scene is in the pool hall. The line is Paul Newman comes into the room and Mary Elizabeth. What is it? She was from The Perfect Storm. She's
yeah. Diane Lane.
no.
Oh,
the
his
skip.
mom.
No. The skip from the Hannah Bowden.
Oh, yeah.
Mary Elizabeth
Yeah, that's right.
Monstantino or whatever. She's the girlfriend. And anyway, Paul Newman comes into the room and says, where's Vincent? He went out. And the next line is, well, where's the Balabushka? I know, he took it. And you let him? No, they go into the pool hall and he's mopping the floor with everyone. And that's when he does the scene to Werewolves in London. Okay, Donnie. Attaboy. So let's do a $50 gift certificate. And I don't know the answer to this last night, but takeout, do you want to do, we'll do with fantasy because you guys are coming up here. The highest scoring total last night in the Thursday night football game for a $50 gift certificate besides Lamar Jackson. Who had the most points in fantasy football last night besides Lamar Jackson? Full PPR, don't care the position. Besides Lamar Jackson, can you figure that out, Josh? Do you know who it is? I got an idea who it is. Send it our way, 833-401-1440. We'll give you a gift certificate, $50 for first round. The most points, PPR, full PPR, last night. Baltimore, pounding Donnie P's Fins. You want to have a look at a couple of picks here, Donnie? If I go first, do you want me to just do that before we go to break?
Sure, yeah.
So I'm going to take tomorrow, on Sunday, I'll take Jacksonville -3. Okay.
Okay.
So now you have the option to go to either game. I got Jacksonville -3. Okay. So we'll go to break, Donnie, and we got to figure out. I think I know who the correct answer is for our trivia.
There's two, I believe.
Is it tied?
Yeah.
Are they tied?
Yeah, they're tied.
We'll take either one then.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take either one. Kevin Karius, Donnie P, Josh Fenwick on Sports 1440, presented by Sports Select. We're streaming on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. So
for an all-season vehicle with room for the hockey gear, comfort for the daily commute, and rugged capability for your weekend adventures, that's the all-new 2025 Jeep Compass, and you'll find it during the biggest sale of the year this month at St. Albert Dodge. Now, what can I say? It's a Jeep, it's a 4x4, and it's loaded with standard features like an 8.4-inch touchscreen, keyless entry, and heated front seats, all starting from just $34,900. Head up the trail and see how easy it is to do business at St. Albert Dodge.
Get ready, Edmonton. Glow Christmas Festival returns to light up the Edmonton Expo Center from December 4th to 31st with dazzling activities for the entire family. Wander the glowing trails, meet Santa in his sleigh, and shop from over 30 local artisans and vendors with handcrafted gifts and holiday treasures perfect for everyone on your list. Get your tickets and learn more about what's on this season by visiting the calendar of events at edmontonexpocenter.com today.
Mr. Rooter meets a ghost. 1 plunge, 2, and 3. A toilet clogged with a ghost? Man, I love plumbing. You're free now.
I will never find peace. The clog is fixed, yes, but I have never trusted the sump pump.
No problemo. I can fix that. Now go to the light, you little scamp.
Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
To resolve your unfinished plumbing business, trust one plumber, Mr. Rooter.
More fruit?
Check.
Satisfying texture?
Check.
3 amazing new recipes?
Check, check, check.
Let Booster Juice bowl you over with something completely different. 3 new acai bowls, loaded with delicious toppings including bee pollen, cacao nibs, and shredded coconut. Piled high on top of a refreshing blend of authentic acai, straight from Brazil. Spoon?
Check.
Booster Juice, Canada's original juice and acai bowl bar.
Whether you're a craft beer connoisseur or more of a wine aficionado, there's always something new to discover at Sherbrooke Liquor, a unique, family-owned, independent liquor store. The selection? Incredible. The non-alcohol section is also very impressive. Sherbrooke Liquor, expert, knowledgeable staff with a passion for unique finds. More than just a liquor store, we're a community. Alberta's best, the one and only Sherbrooke Liquor. Wine, spirits, and oodles of beer. Visit SherbrookeLiquor.com.
When it comes to choosing a hair clinic, the difference is in the doctor.
I'm Dr. Vance Elliott. Transforming how you feel about yourself is a very personal experience, and I'll work directly with you every step of the way.
Physicians come from all over the world to learn from Dr. Elliott.
When your personal goal is to help other people achieve theirs, you must deeply understand the latest treatments.
Want to feel confident and comfortable? The difference is in the doctor.
I'm Dr. Vance Elliott at drvanceelliott.com.
When you've just got to get your pigskin fix in, it's Game On! Game On is Sherwood Park's new home for game night and good times. Every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, Game On wants to see you cheer on your favorite American football teams with 40-plus TVs to watch. You can enjoy $7 pints of Molson and Miller Lite, as well as $7 dry ribs. Get your squad together and book a table online at GameOnSP.ca. Are you ready for some football? Then it's Game On! Game On Kitchen, Sports Bar, Arcade, Baseline Road, Sherwood Park.
This is the Kevin Karius Show on Sports 1440, a proud presentation of Sports Select.
In store or online at sportselect.com. Please play responsibly.
like off the charts when you go around and look at these places. Like it equals Christmas for decorations. You know, the inflatables and moving things, and I don't know. It's a lot of work. A lot of people do their Halloween and then just change things over, go right to Christmas.
Yeah, some people get really, really into it. Like around town, there are some absolutely crazy decorations. I know. I just moved a couple months ago now, but I saw in this house that's in my new neighborhood, like they are just all over the place. They've got like all the possible things you could have. The
Do they
skeletons
have a lot of
are
the
out,
moving stuff?
the moving stuff, all of it, the inflatables, like the whole shebang. And I never like, I think it's fun. And listen, if you're going to be one of those people that wants to scare the kids, I think you're probably gonna succeed.
You talk about something scary. Here comes Cam Tate. I haven't heard the F-bomb coming out our way yet. Not yet, he says. Hey, congrats. Our correct answer, there was two of them. And I went into this cold because we were just doing it cold. A gift certificate, $50 from our good buddy, Mark Levers, Mo Bleways, down at first round. $50 GC, the highest point total in fantasy football last night. The highest point total was two guys, and I didn't know. You thought it was going to be Achan.
Yeah. I
thought it was going to be Andrews. Well, there you go. It's both guys. So both guys had 16.6 points in full PPR. So we had about, I don't know, 15, 20 correct answers very quickly. JC Glazier is the man who had the correct answer. JC, Donnie P will be in touch with you. You'll need to send us your information. He'll also text you here right away, JC. But that's the correct answer. Okay, Donnie P. We got two more games. We might as well get to the NFL stuff, get it out of the way.
Yep.
So I took Jacksonville -3 in Las Vegas. You have the choice to take the Kansas City Buffalo game or Seattle and Washington. What direction are you leaning, Donnie?
I'm leaning Seattle, Washington, and I'm specifically leaning towards the Seattle spread.
So you're taking Seattle -3.
Yeah, okay. Seattle -3. I'm using my head on this one instead of my heart. My heart took me in the wrong direction last night.
So you don't think Washington could have a bounce back game here? What's the situation at quarterback, Donnie? Come on now.
I'm curious. Listen, if Jaden Daniels plays, I'm thinking he's probably going to be playing a little bit banged up still. And Washington really hasn't clicked all year. And Seattle's looked really good. I came in this year with the expectation that the Seahawks would be kind of stuck in that mushy middle in the mediocrity level. And the Seahawks have really impressed me. Sam Darnold has played. He's far exceeded, I think, anybody's wildest expectations.
I'll give you that, Donnie. I'm glad you took that game, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you took that game. But I'm looking at too, from a Commander's perspective. I mean, they are almost in must-win territory here. Must-win situation. They're 3-5. They got to win this game. They dropped to 3-6. They're in a whole world of hurt. I don't know. I don't think Terry McLaurin's playing. I'd have to check 100% on that one. But anyway, I'm glad you took that one, Donnie.
Daniels is good to go now. Just announced.
Beautiful.
Terry, I guess is going to be TBD still. Okay. But I mean, still, I feel good about that. Daniels has been dealing with the injuries for a couple weeks, and I think it's affected his play when he's been in. So listen, I like this Seahawks team this year now after the sample size, and I feel really comfortable with how good that defense has been.
29 seconds ago, Adam Schefter reporting that Jaden Daniels will start Sunday night against the Seahawks. Also, Bryce Young, no injury designation. He'll be good to go against the Packers. Okay, Donnie, that leaves the Sunday night game. Kansas City -2.5 at Buffalo. Right now, Kansas City's playing lights out. But if you get a chance to take a home dog, and it's the Buffalo Bills, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills here, Donnie. I will take Buffalo plus 2.5. And those are our 4 games. And then we'll do the Monday nighter. That is your choice.
Yep.
It's Dallas and Arizona.
Yeah, I know exactly where I'm gonna go.
I know you're going to go Dallas.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
we
go,
don't have to announce it right now.
Don't go to announce it right
because
now. But
sometimes if you do like this is 3 days away here, Donnie.
oh yeah,
And you can
things can change.
You can go head to head with a guy that is an absolute crook in these head to head games, like my father-in-law, Old Man Baker, who, when we did the last game, Baltimore and Chicago, Friday, everyone thought that Lamar Jackson was playing. The spread was, I believe it was around 7 points. Lamar, all okay on Saturday. He's not playing. The spread dropped to 2.5. So I said, well, we have to change the spread. He goes, no, you can't. Now that is cheating. It's being a crook. It's being a crook, and it's unacceptable, especially against your son-in-law. Hey, we got Brad Slater. Slats is in here. Hey, turn on the microphone. Slats, one of our producers here. Slats, come over here, Slats, to this one here.
There we go.
Haven't seen you for a while. What's going on, big guy?
Just been hiding out.
Oh, well, don't hide. It's like, man, oh man, you got your
Well, I'm
upper
working
deck.
for your lovely sponsor, Sports Selects.
Well, good for you.
Busy
big guy.
man. Busy
But you
man.
got the upper deck. You got the hat on.
Sports cards,
Well,
always
yeah.
sports cards. How you doing?
I've got a link to send to you.
Okay.
Of a buddy of mine. His name is Kelly Sage, and it's a story that the CBC did. I just thought of it right now. You know him?
No, I think I saw the story. Was it the recent one about the
Baseball cards?
And he wants to donate them to the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame eventually. Is he in
Probably.
Saskatchewan?
He's in Saskatoon, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw the story? Yeah.
Crazy collection he has. Yeah.
He's in our baseball draft. So
Oh,
he is he's so intense on these. Like once I saw the story, I knew he was heavily involved in this stuff. But when I saw the story, I went, how has your wife not kicked you out of the house? Or why hasn't she left you more? Like she should have been long gone, long time ago.
Because she knows how much they're worth.
Well, maybe.
That's why.
And I can't remember in the story, and maybe you do. Did he show a couple of the big ones that are? I think he's keeping those.
He's keeping them under wraps, but
Yeah.
he did say eventually what he wants to do is to donate it to the Canadian Sports Hall of
It's
Fame.
probably Baseball Hall of Fame.
Because he
It would
wants
be,
everyone
yeah.
to see. It's right. It was
It would
baseball.
baseball,
It's
yeah.
Canadian baseball
Yeah.
players that he has the cards of.
Yeah.
Larry Walker.
Well, I mean, like I was telling, because we had Terry Poole on the show.
Oh yeah.
And he's got a ton of Terry Poole stuff, and he knows Terry and whatever. But yeah, like the amount, there's thousands.
Did you ever collect anything growing up? Anything?
Well, I got. Okay, you would know this best, and I don't know the years, but it would be in the 60s.
Okay.
NHL cards. I was given them to me by some relatives in Ontario, and I had probably 3 or 4 shoe boxes full of the 60s, and it was when they had the oval shape picture.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were.
Cheevers and Orr and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, but there was the oval, and a lot of them were not. They weren't action pictures. They were the headshots.
Just the headshots.
Yeah.
Ronnie Lowe always had great headshots. Ron Tugnut too, back in the day.
But yeah, these ones were 60s and early 70s.
What
I don't
happened
know.
to them?
Oh, they're just thrown away.
No memorabilia, nothing you hung on to over the years.
No, I have a one thing that is a personal one.
Okay.
Tommy John signed baseball to me. Because that was, I don't know if you ever heard this story. I shouldn't tell it, but years ago they used to do a media day at Telus Field for the Trappers.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, but back then there were a lot of media that covered. Tommy John was the pitching coach for the Trappers in O2 ballpark somewhere in there. Anyway, there was probably 40, 50 media that came out, and Tommy John is throwing media batting practice. He threw 10 pitches to everyone. Anyway, I was lucky enough and I got a hole of one, and it goes down the right field line at Telus Field, which is 320 feet.
Yeah.
And it goes over the fence about 2 feet on the outside of the foul pole.
Mhm.
But Tommy John jerked his head back to the left. And I'm like, and everyone's like, they can't believe this. Like, Karius hit it out of here. It's foul, but it's, whatever.
Still.
Anyway, the next pitch I got was right under my chin.
Up and in.
With at about 30, 40 miles an hour, because he's just throwing him in. It was right under my chin, and
Just letting you know.
he gave me a little wink. He said, "Don't do that again."
Where's the ball now?
Well, what happened was there was a camera guy. I can't remember. He's a big guy that used to work for the Score back then when we had the Score in town.
Yeah.
Great big guy, Green Bay Packers fan.
I remember Jordy Weedman in that. But I
Yeah,
don't remember
Jordy
who the
was,
cameraman was. Yeah.
big guy. He was an American, I think, too, but he was a Green Bay Packers fan. He's pulling up and he parked in because there was a lot over there. Still is. They still park there. Anyway, he's pulling in late and this ball bounces over and it lands into this parking lot. And he grabs his ball and he comes in and he goes, "Hey, who threw the ball over the fence?" And someone goes, "No, Karius hit it out." and Tommy John's right there and he says, "Hey, give me that ball." So he signed it. Best foul ball home run ever, Tommy John.
That's cool.
So
I was in Seattle, Griffey 2009 batting practice. He was first up and he hit one out to right field. And I left the dugout, media pass and everything. Wasn't open to the public yet. Ran, talked to a security guard, got the ball. 15 years later, I sent it to TriStar and had Ken sign it.
Oh,
so I have a ball Griffey hit out in Seattle
Holy
that I got
smokes.
signed. That's my favorite piece, which is very similar.
Well,
to
yeah. And I mean, and I should have one of those plastic cases.
I'll get you one.
Yeah.
I have like 20. Now that I know you have it, I got to get you one.
I should get one. It's funny. I had to look at it. This is how stupid a guy is. Did you see the picture? I was painting these pumpkins.
The Blue Jay
Jays.
pumpkins, yeah.
But I wanted to look at the stitching to make sure it was exactly right.
Okay.
To have the best part of the Blue Jays logo in there.
So you're doing your Bob Ross. Looking
Well,
at
I
the
was
ball
looking,
and-
okay, let's see exactly the best configuration, Donnie, And I mean, you should know what the stitching looks like on a baseball, but I wanted to make sure. So I just went and had a good
Solid.
look
I also noticed how your Blue Jays logos got progressively more wonky. Did you get too many pops deeper?
No.
What happened with all
Okay,
these Blue
I
Jays?
was running out of time, Donnie. I had because I did 6 and I was like, oh man. And I'm going, okay, it's 5:00. I got to go to the Oilers game here right away. And I thought, okay. And I mean, the paint's got to dry a little bit.
Guy walking down the street here, finish these up. I gotta go to the game.
So I don't know. I had
they
some fun
look
with
good.
it. Yeah. What do you got cooking? What else is going on?
Nothing.
Flats.
Nothing cooking. Just getting excited for this game tonight, you guys. I think they wrap it up.
Oh, man,
I just the Dodgers. I like how they get the camera work in this series. There've been some great shots, but the eyes of the Dodgers, they're not hungry. They had this last year. It's like been there, done that, which I thought we'd see with the Oilers this year, but we didn't. So I think the Blue Jays wrap it tonight. But Yamamoto,
Wow, that's the thing.
he's no one to push over. Right?
I mean, they got to him early in game 2, but not to the extent where they needed to string one more hit.
I'd
or
walk
something.
Otani first batter tonight. I would not give them any chance
No,
of getting any
no.
momentum in that
Nope.
building. I would put
You're-
him on base and,
nope.
and pitch to Mookie.
Not a chance. Well, first of all, who knows? It could be Will Smith in the 2-hole again.
True.
You're pitching to Otani because you're making a statement right off the hop, but you're pitching him to Otani like Bieber pitched to him.
Yep.
You're not pitching to him like Sir Anthony Dominguez pitched to him.
Smart.
Outside, high and in. I think even I love the Bieber first pitch to him where it was right upside, up and in.
And they
right
like
at
going
the
outside
hands.
with him too to see if he'll do the chase, and he does
Yeah,
chase.
he will. So throw it high and tight first pitch.
They got to
and
keep
then-
the crowd in it though. That's the thing tonight. They
the
can't.
crowd-
They can't have a.
I don't think the crowd will ever get out of it.
True.
I mean, yeah, it's okay if the Dodgers put up 10 runs, but I don't think the crowd's ever getting out of it. All right, Slats. Thanks, big guy.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, what are you doing on the weekend besides the Jays tonight? and Halloween?
Jays tonight, Halloween tonight.
What are you dressing up as?
Nothing.
Huh?
Sad Seahawk fan. Sad Mariners fan.
Cards?
Just disappointed Mariners.
Card salesman or whatever?
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know. I'll watch the Seahawks game on Sunday night. I like Donovan though. The Hawks win.
Oh, okay. Well, Donnie picked the Dolphins last night, so.
That's purely because
Donnie,
Wow.
could you imagine? Like, just let's
You know
pretend.
why.
Let's pretend we come in here on Monday morning, and there's a 4-banger on the board on KK's side. A 4-banger.
that's not happening.
Okay, we'll see.
Just not happening.
Hey, are you taping this? Okay. All right. Have a good weekend.
You two guys take care.
Slats. Are you guys dressing up as anything tonight, or I think I asked you, Donnie, but you said maybe tomorrow. Josh, you're not doing anything. You are. What?
Yeah, I do have a tendency to phone it in for Halloween though. Like I have to dress up for work at the bar. So I actually have my shirt on right now under it. It's an original Beef of Chicagoland t-shirt. So I just grab an apron from the back and bada bing, bada boom. I'm from the Bear.
Wow.
And I'm doing the same thing at the Halloween party tomorrow night. So
good stuff.
Phone it in.
Well, you're a big time operator. Thanks to all our guests today. Coming up at the top of the hour, it is Fantasy Frenzy with
the former Rochelle T-Bird.
Connor Halley and Donnie P at 12 o'clock, the lowdown with Alan Mitchell. We got Jason Greger from 2 to 6. And then we got Blue Jays baseball right here on Sports 1440. We have Fox Sports the rest of the night. Triple S tomorrow morning. You guys in or what?
I will not be. I have a car to fix.
And you got to do the late pre and post.
As well as that.
And then, am I correct? Is this the first installment of the Hoop City, or is it next week? Next week.
Next week.
Next week, Paul Sure will be with us. So, hey, before all of that, time now for a Sports 1440 update brought to you by First Round. And man, oh man, it's going to be a busy weekend, busy night. Go down to First Round, watch the ball game tonight. It's going to be hopping. It's going to be a zoo. Also on Sundays, you got the Pro Bowl brunch. You could win an NFL helmet jersey only at Edmonton's NFL headquarters, First Round downtown or right here at Bourbon Street. And again, thanks everyone for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday, a safe and happy Halloween night. We'll see you on Monday morning. Until then, here's Donnie P.
This is the Sports 1440 update.
World Series Game 6 getting underway at 6 p.m. You're going to see Kevin Gausman going for the Jays and Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers. 3 games on in the NHL tonight. It's the Avalanche. They're traveling to Vegas. The Caps host the Islanders, and the Red Wings battle the Anaheim Ducks. Pieces of news out of the NFL. The Dolphins have parted ways with general manager Chris Greer, and you're going to see Jaden Daniels suiting it up on Sunday, as well as you see Travis Hunter out for 4 weeks with a knee injury. Coming up on Sports 1440, it's Fantasy Frenzy with myself and Connor Halley. I'm Donovan Paulson. That's your Sports